Just let me know about the lobby.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let me just check your stream, see if everything's fine. Are you gonna change the name of the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you make the delay only 30 seconds now?
Yeah. Okay, welcome guys. Stream should be up and running now. Let's just quickly change all the stuff that needed to be changed. Joining me tonight in this cast is Pharoah, aka also known as Anru. And we're casting the game TEA versus Salt.
Radiant team ban.
Oh wait, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Are you only spectating afterwards? You're not spectating in the lobby now, right?
Yeah, I'm spectating afterwards because we can't get lobby invites because we're not official DGL casters. So, yeah. Unfortunately.
Radiant team ban.
Alright. Alright. Tea every afternoon. Don't know any of these guys. But nonetheless, I'm sure it should be some good games.
Yeah, best of 3, as far as I understand, speaking to some of the players before the game, whoever wins here is eligible to qualify for DGC. I'm not completely sure about that, but that's as far as I understand it.
Okay, so I guess it's a pretty important match for both of the teams if it is like that.
Yeah, definitely. Just quickly talking about the bands coming out so long. Nagasaran, Enchantress and Skyrath being banned out by TEA, and Crystal Maiden, Necrophos and Windranger being banned out by Salt. What do you make of that?
I mean, I get the CM ban. Everyone seems to be either banning it or picking it because it's so good lately, especially since Purge made that video about it.
For sure, yeah.
I agree with it. I haven't played it myself as much, but I do like having the CM on my team as well. I think it's pretty strong, especially if you have some spamming heroes early on.
Yeah, I'm actually, the Necrophos I can also understand, seeing as that hero has just been winning pops so heavy. But the Windranger is kind of a strange ban for me, just because like actually today I played like 3 games Windranger, and like I actually felt that hero, although it wasn't nerfed, it felt useless in games, if you can put it that way.
Yeah.
So it's actually strange to see that ban from them.
Yeah, maybe maybe they have some experience with it, thinking that they don't fare too well against that matchup, or maybe they have some hero they're thinking isn't going to be quite countered by it.
True.
Possibly.
Okay, picks coming out, opening up of a lion and then followed up by a Zeus from TEA, and then they're banning out the Vipo, which is also a good counter against that Zeus, which they probably will send mid.
Yeah, that makes sense. Zeus I also feel is a very strong hero right now.
Yeah.
Especially with Nimbus, getting a quick Ags up on him,
Yeah.
Nimbus, it's very strong, and pairing that up with another stunner, I have a bad time against that.
Yeah, and then I see Ursa Warrior coming out for Salt as well as the Oracle. Obviously keeping him alive, sustaining him in fights, team fights, and making sure he's got a safe, decent lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's always a good matchup. Ursa quite strong early on, especially Oracle empowering to do that and to dive a bit deeper, being more aggressive. I like it. I will just have to see what their overall game plan is with this.
Yeah.
Are they going to start going for early game push, just destroy them early on, or not quite sure yet what they're going to do. Troll, banning out Troll, interesting. I guess Troll's pretty good against Ursa.
Yeah, for sure. He's got the most chance percentage with his 40 stripes. They can obviously accumulate it. He does not do that often, so it doesn't stack. And then also the Winter Wyvern coming out because although Oracle has a nuke, it's not so reliable, for example, as a Lion Finger or a Lion Stun. So that's probably why they ban out Winter Wyvern as well,
10
to
seconds. No, I'm sorry,
protect
8
themselves
seconds.
from not having a lot of magical
Well,
burst.
never mind. 5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
no, that makes sense. But now the troll pick also makes a lot more sense, seeing as they pick Phoenix. You know, I don't want the egg to be destroyed really
for
fast.
sure, for sure. Yeah,
that
now,
makes sense now.
yeah, you can see the draft starting to come together with the Phoenix pick. Banning out the troll, allowing the egg to survive in a team fight is crucial because
Yeah.
I mean that
Definitely.
stun, damage, resetting abilities.
Time now for the
It's
Daihatsu.
Yeah, I'm just curious now. Where's this Phoenix gonna go? You know, I don't know if they're gonna play it as a super tool. They just want to send it off lane. Not quite sure.
Um,
I think
I'm-
I think it's strong off lane, but you know, I don't know.
well, I mean, you don't have a pure offlane like you used to have in 7.1 or patch 7.0. It's kind of more dual lanes now, so I can see the
that's
Phoenix
true.
probably going offlane, but still being as a support type of hero instead of
Because I think it's gonna be like a 4.
yeah,
Position for
probably
Phoenix, yeah.
that's the way I see it. Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess.
And then Phantom Lancer coming out for TEA. So far, no real illusion clear from Salt, so they might want to
Yeah.
address that in the next 2 picks. Someone to deal with illusion, someone to deal with Phantom Lancer, because I mean, once he gets his level 20-25 talent up, you're never able to catch him. You can
Yeah.
perma spam illusions. If he gets a Manta stun on top of that, I mean, it just makes life very, very hard for the
Yeah.
enemy team.
It's probably gonna have to be a mid hero as well that's gonna have to deal with this. So I don't know if they're gonna look towards the magic damage side, you know, something like Queen of Pain, maybe even Shadow Fiend to deal with it. Kind of decent. I don't know what they're thinking of yet.
True.
Because I'm assuming Ursa's going safe lane.
Just quickly time out here from just quickly change my settings here on Steam itself.
Okay, no
Sorry for that,
problem.
guys.
So they get the Life Stealer. Interesting. So that probably means they want to send the Ursa mid, which I'm not quite sure about because I don't think you want to send the Life Stealer mid against Zeus. Interesting. As far as vehicles go, I mean, I guess Phoenix is kind of there. Maybe Ursa once he gets his blink up. I don't
Yeah,
know actually what their plan is
5
here.
seconds
the
remaining.
lifestealer is a strange pick for me. Just because, like I said, there's no clear vehicles. But the thing is, I'm thinking probably the reason why I picked it is because to have a stable lane, to have at least the 2 side lanes winning. Because I mean, Ursa and Lifestealer is kind of self-sustaining as cores, which allows your
Okay,
Oracle and
I can see
Phoenix
that.
to then roam around the map and create chaos. And then maybe their mid will allow them to have a vehicle for the Lifestealer. Because like you said now, so far there's no
Yeah,
clear vehicle for him. But
yeah, no, definitely.
I'm guessing the pick is purely just to balance out the lanes.
Okay, that makes sense. And probably they know something we don't, you know, seeing
Yeah,
as they're
for
in the
sure.
position playing and we're not.
Yeah.
They will have to see what they do with that.
Yeah. Something. If you have to pick last pick, which is probably going to be a mid for Salt, what do you think they're looking at? Seeing as they need a vehicle for Lifestealer, they need a mid that can clear illusions, deal damage in team fights. Someone that can probably jump the Zeus as well.
Yeah, I mean, I like co-op for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Myself, I like co-op. Other options maybe something like a fuck, but then I feel maybe it's not enough.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. It's hard to say really, but I'm liking co-op.
What do you think about a Storm
Yeah, they're
Spirit?
pretty decent pick. Storm could be good as well. They just lack the clear for the illusions then with Storm, and unless he jumps in from far and
Yeah.
easily burst down the PL, but that seems a bit less likely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jakira is also another very strong like position 4 laner right now for me. I've played him a couple of times. It's absolutely cancer to play against.
Yeah, especially with that dual breath and then just the
Yeah.
liquid fire on top of that. I mean, it just
Yep.
out there as your opponents the whole time.
Yeah, and liquid fire, dual breath does so much damage as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
Radiant team ban.
Like we used to pair it up with an ogre magi, and just the
You-
double burn.
You double slows
double
as well,
damage.
yeah.
It's
Alright.
really tough to do.
Yeah.
with.
Okay, the last ban coming out is Doom. So obviously they want to target that. They were banning the Doom, seeing as they probably want to pick a hero that doesn't want to get silenced or doomed up.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I think
10
they
seconds
banned
remaining.
that, because currently that hero is not in a meta, as far as I'm
5
concerned.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean I've seen a couple of people play it, but not as much. It's not very popular right now.
Especially now,
And-
since the dual lanes is being introduced. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
Doom is someone that requires levels. As soon as he gets level 3, level 5, then he dominates his lane. But I mean, now dual lanes
Patience
takes
while the
so
Radiant
much
team
longer.
chooses.
Yeah, and the Storm ban coming
That's
out, just
true.
quickly interrupting myself there. I think that's a very good ban. I think they were gonna look at a Storm for the last pick mid, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean it was one of the options, right? They would have to choose some sort of vehicle. Storm is a very good vehicle, But yeah, I don't know if it's
10
I
seconds.
I would have
I'm
picked
sorry,
it there.
8 seconds.
It's good, but
Well, never mind.
not my
5
personal.
seconds
You
remaining.
still like the co-op
Team
though?
to choose.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's just because I like the hero a lot,
Mm.
most likely.
We have a last pick coming out.
Interesting. They don't have a lot of disables on
Does-
on
yeah,
salt.
exactly. I was gonna say that now. So far, like, who's gonna disable the Weaver? Who's gonna stun him?
Exactly.
Who's gonna lock him down? Like, there's no chain stuns available at all.
There's absolutely nothing. Yeah.
They are
The-
relying.
Either they're gonna have to change things up and like really put on the pressure now to, get the game to a point where they don't care about the Weaver
Yeah,
escaping as much because they're just that far ahead,
yeah,
or
yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna have to pick a solid disabler. for
But I
him now.
mean, now you either picking a solid disabler, but then you might not have the vehicle for the lifestealer, which either
Yeah.
way it's gonna mess up one of their games. It's either gonna be the lifestealer is gonna suffer because there's no vehicle, or it's gonna be the mid that suffers because there's no lockdown on the Weaver.
Yeah. No, well, let's see what they
Oh,
pick.
so they go for the
What-
puck actually, which is kind of probably both disabler and vehicle.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not too bad. He's got the good catch with his ult. He's got the silence to keep him from going invis. Okay, that can work, I guess. So who are you favoring in the draft here? What do you think? Which draft you like?
Purely on
Yeah.
drafts, to be honest, dude, I'm actually favoring TEA. I don't think the puck is
Yeah.
gonna be enough to deal with this Weaver. I mean, you got the Weaver and you got the PL. I mean, you either got the hero that's running around Sakuchiing inverse, or you got the guy that's creating 6, 7, 8 illusions. And
Yeah.
unless this Lifestealer can get an early Radiance up, like I don't see them actually dealing with the team of TEA.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like it's gonna be a tough game for Salt, unless they completely stomp them.
In the laning phase, yeah.
They lack too many disables and catch for the heroes that he have.
And actually wave
Um,
clear, dude, to
So
be
I'm liking
honest.
T's draft.
Because
Yeah.
as far as I see, the only hero that can actually clear a wave is Puck. Okay, but let us introduce the guys quickly here. On the side from TEA. Whoa, let me just check here.
Are you
The
ready?
camera, hide this.
Это просто нечто.
On Weaver's side,
Understood.
TEA Weaver played by Yaku. Zeus is being played by AGTC. Jakira is being played by Orakumaru. Line is being played by Pacemaker, and finally Phantom Lance is being played by Night Wraith. You want to introduce the side of Salt?
Alright, we can do that. So it looks like on the Phoenix we're gonna have not a hero, playing an actual hero it seems. Dragon's Simothrat's gonna be on the Ursa. Seem to be going off lane. Guess that will be a decent East matchup so far. On the mid side we're gonna have Jerick on the Puck. That should be pretty good.
30 seconds to battle.
We also have Cypress on the Oracle, about to contest for Rune maybe. We'll see what happens here. And then finally Sparkles on Lifestealer, looking sexy with his gold.
Yeah, I also got that golden item right though, so I'm also sexy. to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so. Right.
Sad to see not the hero not having the Phoenix helmet, because that Sunray burn is looking sexy as well, eh?
True. Okay, so they seem to push out both the lifestealer and the Oracle, getting the rune. Oh wait, and the Usa gets the bot rune, so I guess it's gonna be equal trade then, 2-2.
No, it looks like it's probably gonna be 3 for TEA and 1 for Salt.
Did the
Line's
Usa
gonna pick up the
not-
last one now, yeah. Alright.
Oh,
So,
okay,
so
okay.
where do you think is gonna be the most action in this laning phase? Who's got the most skill potential, according to you?
I mean, it's hard to say because although the Jakiro has a lot of spam in this lane, the PL himself isn't gonna help out too much in that regard.
For sure.
About top lane might actually have the most action with the Weaver and the Lion once they get maybe to level 3 or something.
For sure.
Yeah. That's it. In mid. Get the last stuff here.
Just quickly, already like 1 minute in, and Zeus has got 5 last hits and 1 deny versus the Pucks 2 last hits and 0 denies. So I mean, Zeus obviously off to an early start, but just because purely he can have the ability to spam his Arc Lightning and get last hits that way.
Yeah, I mean, usually, you know, Zeus has a pretty bad attack animation, but I feel like lately, I've played him a couple of times recently, and it feels better. I don't know when they changed something on this, but it doesn't feel as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, it feels more crisp. It's not like that labor coming from the back of the hand last hit. It's more straight up short arm jabs.
Yeah. Actually, I was playing a game the other night and I went like treads on Zeus just for the laugh of it, but it felt really good to be able to last it effectively, you know, early on. I don't know, it felt pretty good to me. I don't think it's the best build, but it's something.
Can I ask your opinion on how you feel about seeing us to be running more dual lanes now in the side lanes? How much value do you actually put on a magic wand? Because me personally as a player, like, it doesn't matter what hero I play, like I will always buy that item. Like, probably first item, even before boots, I'll buy that.
Okay, I mean, I like the item a lot as well, and I buy it most of the time. But there are some cases where I feel like I'm just gonna skip it. But mostly for heroes, I think need a bit of extra stats and will, you know, be able to utilize the wand a lot. Especially if you have some abilities that cost quite a bit of mana and you tend to roam around and do things that require mana, then always get magic wand.
Stand out on.
Nice, okay, it's actually pretty low, but
I mean the lifestealer and Oracle is quite low, man. I mean,
they're quite low,
still got a self left, he's popping that now. Oracle's got 2 tankers and a Verifier left, but I mean the reason is basically all out, 3 minutes into the landing phase.
That's interesting. Even mid lane, Puck is getting quite heavily dominated actually. The Zeus 75 versus the Puck 10 for 1. Already had to bring out a cell, yeah.
That's quite bad, man. That's quite bad.
Oh, we'll see what they get to do with it.
And it's first blood on top. Cypress actually picking up first blood with the Oracle.
Nice.
Yaka getting the return kill on the lifestealer carry. No.
Okay, well, I think the Weaver comes out on top over there because he gets the XP and he's the core.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, the Oracle getting the first blood, I mean, which means like there's no more stress about wards for the next 6 minutes.
That's also true.
So
probably be able to get boots up pretty early then, which is gonna help out a lot.
Yeah. I see us also bringing out another self. I mean, this, like I said, this Oracle in the bot lane is just like toxic, man. I mean, not Oracle, the Zakiro. Because of that, the movement speed slow he provides of his Q and Ursa trying to get close to distance, like there's just no chance that he can actually kill anyone. I mean, even if he goes on a PL, he just doppelgangs out of it and then fight gets reset.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, they have 2 abilities that nuke and slow down the Ursa. It's gonna be quite tough for him to get a kill,
yeah. Actually, Puck catching up now. I see it's only 24 last hits on the Zeus and 18 on the Puck. So I mean, obviously Puck getting to that level 5, he's got more points
Yeah,
in
that
his
helps a
nukes.
lot. Yeah, and he's off. I guess it helps. He's probably been lost hitting a lot for that.
For sure.
Oh, yep, Puck getting quite low there. Almost went down actually.
Dropping
wonder
his
did he
null talisman there as well for the extra values in regening.
Very nice, very nice.
Unless you're Sundal lemons and then your items just gets destroyed.
Oh, something's going down bot lane.
Yeah.
The Kira might go down.
Yeah, Zakira's in trouble. He actually goes down.
Interesting. I wonder
Ursa.
what happened there.
Now the hero TPing out. Ursa still continuing the chase on the PL. Should be able to double gang out. Yeah, he should be safe. Zakira is back up. TP from base. No problem there.
I mean,
So-
they could maybe even turn this if they really want.
Yeah,
They
seeing as the Phoenix already TP'd base. Now,
Yeah.
top go. Pacemaker going down, top. Weaver can probably get a return kill now. Stick charges come out onto the
Let's
lifestealer.
see. He's
Still
got
chasing, eh? Still
Gemini.
pursuing this.
He's got it.
Yeah, and it's scooching
Another
away.
shield.
I feel that's a value trade for the Weaver. Killing a support dying
Yeah.
and the core dying. You'll take that any day of the week.
Any day. It's gonna help the Weave out a lot. I mean, he's almost level 5. Where's the life to that?
Yeah.
Quite half a level behind still.
Now, I just quickly want to go back to how does Zakira died, because I mean we spoke about like they got 2 abilities to slow down this Ursa, that he shouldn't be able to engage them, and still he actually goes down.
Yeah,
And
this
he goes down
he
again.
goes down again.
So that's,
I don't know. I just feel
It's
like
just a
he's
f-
getting caught out of it.
it looks like the Phoenix is just diving him and then getting that slow buff on him with the fire spirit slows, and then Ursa is just running in. I mean Ursa doesn't even have face boots yet, but he's just running him down regardless.
Yeah. No, it seems like they know what they're doing in this off lane for what is this T?
DEA,
Yeah.
yeah.
Seems
Almost
they
sounds
know
like the
what they're doing.
DEA. Drugs. Don't have drugs. Children don't do drugs, okay? Drugs is bad for you. Just promote that on
Very
stream
bad.
as well. Don't do drugs, only drink beer. Going on a lifestealer again. Now coming out of the stun and he's dead.
Again, top lane.
There wasn't enough mana on the Oracle to actually heal him up after he purged him. Which is
And double kill.
something that shouldn't happen. If you're playing a support
Yeah.
Oracle, you should know if you got enough to do your combo to heal someone. Otherwise, you're actually just basically helping killing them.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I mean, this Weaver has a very good start right now.
Yeah, level 5 already. Got a Koala purchased up. Looks like he's probably going for the Lincoln Sphere first.
Yeah.
I've seen in a lot of pub builds and higher tier MMR games that people skip boots completely on Weaver. Like basically the whole game.
Yeah, I've seen this a lot as well. I never do this. I always go boots because even though you have the Shikuchi to work with and the movement speed buff you get is really good, I feel like that little bit of off time where you don't have
Coil
the-
damage snapped. Sorry to
Oh,
interrupt you
okay.
there. Coil damage snapped the Zeus in the mid lane. Play being made by Oracle in the
nice.
puck.
and bot lane again.
Again as Akira. I'm thinking this is just the positioning, dude. In my opinion.
I also think it's positioning. I saw it earlier on. I think he's playing too close to the Ursa.
Yeah,
He's trying to be too
yeah.
much in his face or something.
Yeah. There's no way that he should be. I mean, you can see the Phoenix dive coming in from a long way. There's no reason for you to be able to get hit by the Phoenix dive, unless you're like close to the lane or creeps.
Yeah.
Kind
He
of
also
like
went for 2 points in liquid fire. I'm thinking maybe if he went 1 in ice path
for
for the
sure,
values, stop just for a second, you know, it might be worth it.
because it's not like they're actually pressuring the tower that much, right?
No, they're not. They haven't even. I don't think they've even gotten to the tower once yet. Oh, a little bit. Sorry about that.
Now you see we have a level 7 fighting against us lifestealer level 5 top. I mean that's just bad, man. There's nothing the lifestealer can do. Like we said earlier in the drafts, it comes down to they got no stuns for this guy. That like, who's gonna stun him? Who's gonna disable him?
Exactly.
Who's gonna lock him down? He can just do whatever he wants and no one can catch him.
Exactly. And even if they do get a target disable right now, he's gonna have Lincoln's up there soon.
Yeah, for sure. He's probably gonna try to aim at timing at 16-17 minutes. barring
Yeah.
everything goes well. But I mean, that's a decent timing. And like you say, even if they purchase something like a Rod of 8 toss or anything like that, I mean, it's just gonna get
Going on the
inflicted.
again, what?
Zakira dead, egg being popped as well. They can probably still engage her after this. This egg is reset now. They can maybe try to make a play in the line. Dives forward onto the PL.
They are diving to, you know,
PL should die.
quite
Look
low.
at this burn. Oh, one more tick.
Oh, so
Stopped.
close.
Oh, and he missed his
Oh.
Q. He hits him at least.
And they still get it.
And they still get it. Still get a 3 kill
Oh
spot.
my.
So, all of a sudden, this Ursa and Phoenix is starting to come out on top of this bot lane, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I think right now the lanes for you are going really well.
Yeah.
Well,
And we said that the lanes needed to go well, seeing as their draft is dependent on them being ahead to not enable this Weaver.
and another kill in the Weaver's lane.
This time by the
He's
Zakiro,
really
rotating
good
over,
at
looks like he's in the line swap now. Phoenix came top now as well to try to see if he can do anything. PL is here as well. Phoenix might die. Will they chase him? Phoenix looks like he...
Oh, so close actually. The
This
puck
Weaver's
does
going
go
for
down.
this. He wants this. For sure. So Kusi gets him. No doubt about it. Kusi got him. Still fighting this life stealer.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna get him as well, eh? For sure. Another double kill for Yaku.
Playing it on the edge.
For sure.
I'll
Finally
say
gets down, brought down by Cypress article. But I mean, it almost looked like he wanted to die there.
This won't be pretty.
Yeah, I feel like it's actually not that bad to die there, Oracle. I mean, if you could have gotten out, sure, that's probably the best thing to do. But dying to the Oracle, I don't think it's that bad.
For sure.
As long as he bought out before he died.
Yeah. I mean, he's already got his perseverance up. Still probably need another 3k gold for that Lincolns to come out. But I mean, he's getting there. All the skills in his lane. He's got decent level compared to what the lifestealer has. So I mean, he's level 8, almost level 9 lifestealer. Just probably gonna hit 6 now. 7. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. The puck did end up going down during that fight in the mid lane,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
missed
He
that
was actually queuing up the veil, but now he seems to be going for the blink. I'm not quite sure what the decision behind that is.
We were going
I
here
think
onto
it's
this
fine if
Phoenix.
he went for the veil.
Phoenix diving away.
Diving
Needed to pop the egg just to survive there.
deep.
Weaver gets out, uses his time lapse. But I mean, that's the egg force, man. That's a team fight ability forced out of them. Cypress spawned a PL, Jerick spawned a Zakiro. So a nice double kill coming out on top from Salt, while the Phoenix was being gone on bot by the Weaver.
This game is really busy with kills actually.
Yeah, like I can't focus, man. I'm trying to get all the kills, but I can't.
I think that both teams are quite eager to get things done, so they're trying
Yeah.
as hard as they can to get out ahead, get as much kills as they can.
But also going down there to the line finger in the bot lane. But I mean, this, if you look at the net worth currently, the Weaver and the Zeus on top for TEA, and then followed by the Puck, and then only the PL. So I mean, 3 out of the top 4 is being controlled by TEA in the net worth department.
That's quite interesting actually, and the Zeus is like far ahead actually. Even though he only has 1 kill, he says, but 70 lost hits already. Not bad for Zeus.
CPL going for a diffusal bolt first after his threads. These are probably standard items. Nothing strange coming out there.
Pretty stand.
Look, Larson getting gone on again. Zeus is here, plus there's a Kiro. Ice Path lands!
Oh,
Oh, what a nice
die.
Ice Path. That Ice Path actually had that kill there, eh?
That was
That
very
Ice
nice.
Path missed, there was no chance. Zeus still chasing, and he gets a double kill there. God of Thunder,
Very good.
delivering the plays.
This is gonna be, and look at that, he's already got 1.3k gold working towards his Aghanims. This is gonna be very good for him.
Bottom tower. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
They
attack.
seem to be wanting to trade the bot tower as well. We'll see if they manage to go and defend it on the side of Salt.
Well, 3 TPs coming in here. They definitely don't want to give this up.
And then
Assault from
control
TEA.
that.
Ice Path coming through.
Nice,
We
nice.
was focusing on this Oracle. Oracle should go down, even though his false promises popped. Any more magical damage
Yeah,
coming out? Yeah, he's gonna pop. No doubt about it. And Yaku gets the kill again.
Very nice.
So, I mean,
And
what's Yaku up to
Lion
now?
making
Yaku's
the
up to
most
7 for 2 on this Weaver. So really having a good game.
Yeah, he's having a very good one.
But I mean, that just shows you sometimes if you draft in a certain way where you pick a hero with no counters per se, then what it actually enables that hero to do inside the game. If the person can play him.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
Puck dropping the dream call on top here on the PL. Lastly, bomb coming out, Sinus coming out. Doppelgang's away. Waited for the dream call to end before you left. But he still died. Still goes down. The Cherek. Only 1 point in Doppelgang if I'm not mistaken from this PL. 3 points. That's actually a strange build.
User in your channel timed out.
Just lost Andre there for a minute. Hopefully we'll be back soon. Zeus ult is just the scout what's happening. The game on Ursa, once again finger from line coming out. Pops him. We were pushing through this mid lane. Looks like Matao should go down on the side from Salt.
It will be harder to take down.
Fortification comes out on their side.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, welcome back, Andrew. We have a team fight going on here. Ik being pop. Asphalt coming out, but the killer still drops. Even drops his ulti there. To no avail. Not helping anything.
Interesting. Just you need to quickly just go online again, so I can get back into the game. Sorry.
Oh,
Maybe
okay, I
wait,
see,
wait,
what you mean, I
found
see what you mean.
Cyprus.
I'll do
Don't
that
worry.
quickly for you, sir.
Don't worry, it's fine. I went on Cyprus now. Coming back into the game.
Okay, perfect. See, Lion stunning the Oracle. Icepath missing there onto the lifestealer. Zeus ulti dropped. But the Weaver should be able to chase down this lifestealer in the mid lane. He actually invested in the
Gets
creep.
into a creep.
Oh, nice play, nice place. Saving himself
Nice.
there. But can he get out now? That's the question.
I think this wave's gonna die. He's gonna have to get out at some
He's
point.
gonna have to get out, and they're waiting. Look at how they position
They're
themselves
waiting, yeah.
for him to get out here. They're blocking all 4 lanes. Up, down, left, right, center, fenter, in the middle. He's running, but I doubt he's gonna make it.
And he does.
Phoenix tries to save him there from the slow, but that's gonna miss. He's probably gonna pay with his life. Weaver decides to not do that. While we were gone, the buck infested with the lifestealer and actually killed the PL top. And I said to myself, actually strange to see, I thought he only had 1 point in doppelganger, but he had 3 points.
Okay.
What do you make of that? Because I personally only go like 2 points in doppelgang and max out my Q and E, in my opinion.
I mean, the cooldown is pretty nice to have, but I also usually don't max it early on.
Yeah.
I would max my Q Spirit Lance early on almost every
Okay,
time.
the smoke coming out there, which got scouted immediately.
Look at the lion.
Yeah. Which probably will allow them to try to take this Mattel, but I mean that's Puck ulti down. Phoenix egg coming through. Can I go on a Zeus? Oh, he's got an inverse bottle up and there's no detection. Oh, that's bad, man. They actually still get him though. But Puck might be in trouble now.
Interesting.
Weaver is chasing him down. He's got a blink to get away. 4 people here, 5 people here. They should just reset back to this Mattel. Actually, I thought we didn't have a
they should be
detection for
able to
that
take this.
Zeus.
Yeah, that was quite a lucky rune to have there, but even though he did end up going down either way. I don't know, so far it's looking very difficult to tell which team is actually coming out ahead. Net worth is less than 1k. Or it's a little bit more than 1k.
I mean, 2 minutes ago, or 1.5 minutes ago, it was 3k lead for TEA, and now it's just down back to 1k. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, this is still tough to call which side is on top here.
No, it's very difficult, and like we said earlier on, they're playing quite aggressively, just going for kills all the time, trying to fight as much as possible.
I mean, it's 20 minutes in and we got 33 kills already in this game. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's
it just
quite
shows
a
you.
lot, actually.
Those people are not holding back, they're going at each other.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Nice to
it's a
see,
knife
or
fight on the
to-
street
or
or
to catch
something.
every-
I don't know.
You know, after this, it's going to be Bayside KFC for sure.
For sure, man, for sure. Okay, let me just quickly look at item timings or what items are coming up currently.
Zeus's axe is done, by the way.
Oh, that's so early, man.
He's going to get it very soon now from the
Lincoln's
courier.
coming out as well for the Weaver. Veil plus eggs coming out on the Zeus, you say. Diffuser Blade plus Yasha's already up on the Phantom Lancer. Strange enough, Phoenix went for the Hand of Midas, dude. He's playing the long game.
That's interesting.
It could pay off for him. If the
I-
game goes long, it enables him to buy Hexes, buys Radavators, that type of
That's
stuff.
true.
And then we
So
got
that,
two.
I mean, what that means is they expect him to go long. So they expect to fight a PL and a Weaver fully farmed with the Zeus. Which is quite interesting to me, actually. You know, instead of just going for an end early on.
That is kind of strange, definitely.
Oh, and that next goes in. We should get the Zeus here. Does go down to Jakiro and Lion. Very good fight for T right now. And straight into Rosh. This is going to be very good for them.
Yeah, 3 people going down in that team fight. While the Ursa was attempting Rose, he obviously came back out to help. But I mean,
Yeah.
that was just the dream call and egg, being dropped on top of them and they're not being able to destroy either of them.
I guess that's the problem with a hero like Zeus. Like, he doesn't really have escape. If you get gone on, most likely you're going to be dead unless you save him, you know? Like,
Yeah.
properly save him.
And
I
the
don't even think-
supports. Wow.
Yeah, the supports, they can't do much about it right now.
Lion's got a blink tag already?
That's interesting.
Yo, that's nice, that's nice. I wish my powers went like this. 22-minute blink dagger on a Lion support. Yo, I would be owning, eh?
Always. That's good. They should just definitely make proper use of it now.
Yeah,
If they wait too long to use this and from it,
that
I
might be
think
in trouble, yeah?
he's gonna just get really strong.
Double ganks out of it, but it's so low already. And he's dead. Why is he farming there without vision, without steam? That's kind of a questionable play there for me, to be honest. There's no reason for him to be there.
Where was he farming? At their ancients or something?
Yeah, he's farming in the bot lane next to the Secret Shop. And he got spotted by the Zeus, by the Puck and the Phoenix. No reason for him to be there. So I mean, they already got pushed the tower there. Like they say in Dota, or the pro players or pro casters say, it's a dead lane. There's no reason for anyone to be there unless you're a support and trying to get levels. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, not sure what his decision making there was. I mean, they do have quite a bit of wards in their jungle. Didn't
Yeah.
see anyone there, so that is a bit questionable. But I'm sure he's got some reason for being there. It didn't work out for him.
At first I thought it was a bait, but then I saw like this the lion still running towards him. So I thought, okay, well this guy probably messed up or maybe understood something wrong. Maybe he was trying to go for the bounties. I don't know if it was bounty timing that time. Difficult to explain. The mind of a stranger. Then all of a sudden we see Salt pushing in top lane. If they
User
get
in your
this
channel
kill,
timed out.
one tower, then towers is all square, 3 aside. All the while they're pushing in top tower, TA is fighting bot. Weaver gets dropped down. Radavators being brought out. Alexander Skiddo with the wheel sector on team, and he goes down. So 2 for 0 trade, actually 2 for 1, Lashley goes down on the top lane. But I mean, you're talking about your Weaver, which is probably one of the heroes that should die the least this game. Going down in that bot push.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello.
Yebo,
My back.
you are back, sir. While you were gone, the TA went to go push the tier 2 tower in the bot lane, and they dropped the Weaver and the Sekiro for that, and Salt got the tier 1 tower top, only losing the lifestealer. So kind of plays coming out all around the map once again. Like we said, I mean, it's fight happening bot, fight happening mid, fight happening jungle, fight happening Roshan. People just want to scrim the whole time. It's tough to be a caster in this game. It's not like here we have in a fight, slowly move it over to this side. No, it's all over. All over. It's like a deathmatch here, or whoever gets the most kill wins.
I'm gonna try be back now.
Once again, with that Zeus Agnums picking up the kill on that Phoenix on the top lane. Up the top of the line, Spring Dagger. For sure. Lashley is still going for this Radiance build. Still probably need a 1.5k to complete that. I should probably accelerate this farm from there. Line going onto this Oracle. Team is coming in. Ursa is bringing back with the return. It is so yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to get back in now.
No
I'm
problem,
having
man.
some issues tonight.
We were still putting pressure on his bot lane. Tower goes down. He should make his way out of here. Strange to see him going for and a best. Oh my word, that best. Time lapse coming out. It's not gonna help him.
I guess they're only lockdown when they get lucky bashes.
Oh, that best, man. Ah, feels bad. Feels bad.
Yeah.
But also, once again, like, I feel that's questionable plays. I mean, I feel like they can win this game so easy if they just don't make the type of mistakes they're making now. Why? You just took a tier 1 tower, a tier 2 tower in the bot lane. You're just running back, tipping in the middle out of the lane. Obviously you think someone is going to come and try to defend or deny the tower or do anything to try and save that tower. So you should expect heroes there. Plus they got a ward vision up there. And then just tipping in the middle of the lane. So
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I assume his thought was that they're coming, but yeah, so you should be able to take it out. But I mean, if you're gonna be clinical about it, you should expect them to be there, even though you think they won't, and just do the safety.
Puck going down, thanks to the Lion here before he dropped. Air coming out here from the Phoenix, trying to be killed, but if PLPL gets that down. Ursa's running for his life, being chased by the Ursa. He should get his blink off away, he should be safe. So all of a sudden it's a 3-4-1 trade. This shows you the damage and the power of that numbers, man. Locking down that puck so the disable and stun can come through from the line, plus the finger not allowing him to get off his his phase, or what do you call that? Can't remember now. I'm a puck player, but I can't remember this item. Phase shift. Yeah, I was right. Phase. Yeah, I was right. Phase. Just phase shift.
Yeah, that was a really good fight for them. Now look at the net worth again. It's only just about 1k.
Yeah.
Quite interesting, actually. Very back and forth game. This.
Okay, items. Let me just quickly check here. The Weaver's completed this linkers and is going for the diffusal next, which I feel is not the right call, seeing as you already got a PL that has the fusel. So I mean, you're basically stacking up on items, whereas I felt he probably could have gone for something like Maelstrom or Desolator.
I mean, I want to agree with you, but I know like something like a diffusal is very good against Ursha. He gets kited quite heavily with it,
Yeah.
but I'm sure he could have gone for something else as well to maybe get a little bit more value out of it. I don't know. Maybe they just felt that they need that extra diffusal on them. But he could have definitely gone for something like a Desa. Would have done a lot of work this game.
Especially as the way I've seen him play is he tries to play on him plus maybe a support sitting behind him pushing out lanes. So then I feel like this letter would have been value. Whereas now
Yeah, no,
he
definitely.
picked a item that actually allows him to get more kills and team fight control. But okay, I mean maybe he knows something I don't. I'm just saying I felt like they double up on something that wasn't necessary. He coming out in the bot lane. PL being chased down.
And
Once
another
again bash coming out from Ursa. Disabling
Very
any
nice.
tricks he tries to pull of that doppelganger. Oh, but I noted PL was close to his heart when actually he completed his heart now in base. So that puts his HP up to 3000.
He should be pretty tough to kill right now, actually.
Yeah, queuing up the butterfly next for that trusted not get bashed, if I can put it that way. But I mean, if the way Ursa attacks, the chances are always good that you're gonna get bashed.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Kind of like a
I
troll
was-
warlord in that type of scenario.
Yeah. I was thinking the Weaver could have even gone for something like Assault Cuirass now. That extra attack speed would have been very nice for the team to deal with the egg.
For sure.
Helps against the physical from the cores. Client just gets exploded.
Shame. On top lane, I didn't even see that. I was busy watching this Weaver push out the spot lane while a lifesteal was coming there.
Oh.
Yeah, was that Daikon on level 3 already? So I mean, yeah, blink in silence or alt Daikon dead. I mean, line doesn't have very much. 1000 HP. It's not good enough to survive that.
Seem like they want to get. Oh, very nice.
Fight coming out, yeah. Oh, nice face off by the puck, dodging it out, blinking out. Can he
should
survive?
still die.
He's in the bot. Oh, they actually still catch him. That was almost a nice play by him. He tried to get out of there. Face off
tried.
into the blink, but just not enough. So they
Yeah,
lose them, but
actually, if he tried to hold his phase shift or his heals for the end duration of the Oracle's ult, maybe he could have survived, but I'm not quite sure.
yeah. But I feel it's a favorable trade for DEA. It feels, even though the game says they're a 1k net worth advantage, it feels to me like they're on the back foot. But if they get this roast, then I guess they're probably back in front again. So I mean, this game is just like up and down. Let me just quickly get the net worth graphs. Difference in XP is up and down. Only 2k advantage for side of the Dire, and win probability 75% for the side of the Radiant, and net worth up and down from a 4k lead down to a 2k lead for Dire, back up to a 2k lead now for Radiant. So I mean, just shows you, like we said, this game is just up and down, skirmishes all over the
Very
place,
much so. Yeah.
people not holding back.
I think if maybe one of the teams were a bit more precise in their execution of what they wanted to do in this game
Yeah.
and how they're going to win, I think it would have been very different, and we could have the game could have been over already. But they seem to just want to go at it with everything they have.
But do you think, do you say that on both teams, or do you think that's only one? Because for me, I feel if TI executed better, by this stage they would have had a massive lead. Because I feel there's some questionable plays, seeing as I feel like they had the draft advantage going into this game.
Yeah. No, I agree that I feel like they had the draft advantage, but as soon as I mean, both teams had good lane in their respective off lanes.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I think it's a bit of both, where both teams fail to execute, very cleanly, and that's why the game is still going on.
Barbe coming out here from Oracle and Ursa. The Weaver did decide to actually pick up his Desolator after the
He did
defusal.
go for the
As we saw a whole team wipe there while we were talking about other nonsense. Sorry, gents and ladies. But this should be a first Rex on the side from PAE.
Good, yeah.
Do you think they can push for more? They probably can try to take this bot down.
They can at least force another buyback and then back.
Or at least a tower, seeing as there is no buyback on the side from Daya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is 2 Rex that's definitely going down. I mean, you can't fight without the Puck Dream Coil to lock down people for the Ursa, because otherwise it's going to get cut around to the Fusel blades coming out.
That's true. And they
The
know
other Phoenix comes out, tries to dark there with the Seaver's guard. Like stunning out
does get awful.
Ursa's down, there's a dieback on Ursa. Phoenix is here going down as well. Lifesteal is trying to do anything. He's just running back in the fountain. Phoenix goes down, there's a dieback from him. No, not a dieback from him, but he's dead. And there's 3 people dead on the side from Salt. Lion, fountain diving there. Typical pub style mentality, once again. Can't help it. It's hard to get it out of your system, people. Ask any player in South Africa.
Well, are they gonna get him? They should. Ooh, another doppelganger.
One more hit. Puck actually gets him. Nice ice path coming out here from the killer, just a little bit too late to save him. He'll Puck up in the air. He goes down to the Jerek. Weaver's being chased down now here by the Puck and the Lifestealer. He doesn't have an ulti to get away. He's still got his Scootsy. The Raiding is burning him down. He should be able to get away from the Scootsy. Puck still chasing him to Dream Coil and a Blink. Dream Coil, Orb missing. Orb missing Dream Coil, my bad. Too much. Oh my goodness. The power of the Zeus, man. He's not even there and he's killing people.
The global facing Zeus has is just insane, actually.
Just drops down in numbers casually, altered. Oh, sorry, sir. Go respawn. Think about the naughty stuff you did.
And Weaver finally goes down.
Jerek. But I mean, there's 2 Rexes the down now all of a sudden. We got the Radiance from the Lifestealer that should be able to deal with this. Plus the Puck now, quite leveled up. Phoenix has got the Shiva's guard to push out waves now. But I mean, still, 2 Rex advantages. It's a tough task.
No, it is. It's going to be quite difficult to deal with. I agree with that. But I think the lead that Salt has right now is very nice. They shoot
15k. All of a sudden it was down from 3k to 1k the other side, back to 2k one side, back to 1k. Now all of a sudden it's boom, 15k. Just like that.
Exactly. Just winning a very good fight, 2 Raxes, and then another fight almost.
And killing a diveback hero as well on the side of Ursa.
No, that was very good. I think just one more clean fight from them and the game will be done.
Yeah.
There's no way.
For sure. But now it comes into what we said in the draft. Now actually, I think we hit that part where we just passed mid-game or moving into late-game territory. And we see the Weaver being causing havoc in all the fights. They just don't have the answers for you.
Yeah. I mean, look how long they took to kill the Weaver. To that base push.
Yeah, I mean they tried to itemize it with the Rodivators, with the Bashers.
Yeah.
But I mean, just you don't have a hero to deal with. You're relying on the items and ability, or items at least, to stop someone. Which is already got a save.
The problem is that they have. Okay, so they have the rod on the Phoenix, right? But that's targeted ability.
Yeah.
There's already a Linkage on the Weaver, and that's the only targeted disable they have on him from range.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to stop him any other way, you're gonna have to get on top of him with the Puck to silence, and then you're exposing yourself in a difficult position because you're on top of the enemy player.
Yeah, and then you need an Ursa to blink in as well and get a bash. If he doesn't get a bash, he's also in an uncomfortable position. Once again, he's just coming out of the wicked place. Egg actually surviving. I don't know how that happened. Other numbers coming out. Puck going onto the PL goes down.
Get the PL.
Ursa down as well. Phoenix is being gone on by the Weaver. Weaver should be able to kill him. Pop from that. Weaver's looking for another target. Zeus is chasing down. No, Puck is out. Puck is in the backside. He's probably going to try to cut this wave for some reason.
Yeah, he should definitely try and cut at least one.
But I mean, the top wave is pushing in, the bottom wave is pushing in, so him cutting the mid wave is not going to help now, seeing as there's a Rex down already. There's a creep wave hitting the base just now.
True.
So, I mean, it's kind of a lot. Once again, dodges the stun there from Zekiro. like I said, I like this Weaver going back for the Desolator pick after the Fusel. I just felt that's something they needed to enable them to push buildings because they had advantage and now it's actually working out for them. He's got the TP boots as well on top of that. And going now for the BKB as well, which then nullifies anything the puck can do. Or the Oracle. So I mean then he definitely has got a free game. Combine it with the Lincolns and he's unstoppable.
Yeah, this is going to be very good, and especially now he's got the Deso. If he goes for the level 25 +1 gem net attack, that's going to be really tough to deal with.
Oh, on the towers, sure. But I mean, I would still prefer the Sakuchi movement speed. I actually, it jumps back into the Dream Coil. Oh, I think that was much better. Get a Sakuchi out of this. He's trying to get out of it. Luckily, the Nimbus Cloud disables people there. Ursa jumping into the using the full staff there to get out of the way. Weaver's down, got killed by the Ursa. Zeus picking up the puck. Ursa is invested with the last his kids out now, trying to defend bot as well. I mean, now you got the pressure of, you're trying to take a team fight, but I mean, you got constant pressure of two lanes pushing into your base. So even if you win a team fight, you're actually still losing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to push out the waves as far as possible, and then maybe get a smoke gank, smoke fight on someone for you to actually, you know, get equilibrium back in some of the lanes.
Yeah.
Because if you're just gonna sit in base and defend, then it's all good. You win the fight inside your base, but then you still have to push out.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough for them right now.
Now, if I was on the side of Radiant, I would just try to wait out the next Rose. And then probably end the game from that, eh? Because that should be the, what, second or third Rose?
That should be the third one, so they'll have the refresher shot
as well. I mean, double numbers as well. Oh,
that's
man.
gonna be very.
Oh, nah. Someone's gonna get hurt real bad.
Oh, and he actually went for the Bloodstone instead of the Octarine. Actually thought he was gonna go Octarine on the Zeus.
Yo, I haven't seen that Bloodstone build on him in a long time.
No, not in a long time.
But I guess it probably makes sense.
Necessary, but
going for the Bloodstone, seeing as that they got initiators on you, if you can maybe try to at least get your Bloodstone off, you enable your team to again. Line picking up forward aggressively. Onto
and
the
actually get the
lifesteal. Egg being popped, egg should go down as well. That's the egg down.
Doesn't go down.
Oh, Ursa down. Nasty time coming out. Lifesteal bought back, he's straight back into the fight. And he should die back as well here now. Lion once again coming out to place. This line is playing amazingly. Coming out, moving forward, making a stance. No fear of his own lives. But they lose 3 people. Even though it looks so good, they lose 3 people.
That's true, but they did buy back on 3 core heroes on the side.
Yeah, okay. I hear what you say. All of a sudden, it doesn't look that good anymore. 3 buybacks, 4 buybacks. I mean, Phoenix bought back, he's dead already. So I'm just sitting there for 90 seconds thinking of why. Why did I do this?
Yeah, exactly. I think about it this way, if they didn't get those return kills after the buybacks, then it would have been very bad for them.
For sure.
You know?
But now I just ask the question is, why would you force the fight there? Like I said, if you know Rose is going to be up in the next minute, before they took the fight, literally while they were fighting, Rose came up. So why would you take the fight there instead of like securing the Aegis and Seas and refresher shot for your own team? And then if you force the buybacks, then you got 2 lives to play with while they buy back. So then you're basically fighting 7 versus 8 or 8 versus 9.
Yeah, I feel like they could have played it a bit more passively. You know, the other lanes are pushing in.
Yeah.
Just constantly keep pressure on that top lane at the tower, chip away at it. Eventually they're gonna make a mistake, and then maybe you have a better opportunity at a fight. But I guess they got a bit greedy trying to pick off the lifestealer instantly.
Well, they did pick him off instantly, but then the Phoenix jumped the backline with the puck and his ultimate, and then all of a sudden it wasn't that easy. He's being gone on here. Myself popped his ulti, plus gets helped out by the Oracle. Puck going on to the Zeus. Zeus should go down. He goes down. Oracle, Sakura should go down. Also chasing the Lion. Lion is dead. Weaver's trying to kill the Oracle. He does trying to do that. Zeus bought back there. Weaver's still surviving. Buck is still chasing around here. Going on to this Weaver. Weaver pops his BKB. He's got no more time left. He's trying to run. But 2 cores there for 110 seconds. Here comes the Phoenix. Weaver still chasing. X gets popped. It's just backing off here. They should be able to finish Rose now with this. That's a kill them Rose for sure.
The question
that's
is
nice.
now though,
Because now Jesus can just take the Aegis. He's actually taking the refresher shot. I would have given him the Aegis seeing as he bought back now for that fight.
Yeah, I mean, they could give him the edges. Yeah, you could put it in the space of the Ghost Setter, you know, use the edges and then...
Yeah, or even actually put it in top of the Ion Dust, seeing as it's going to cool down for another 50 seconds.
Exactly.
But yeah, looks like this is going for the end. I don't even care about getting mega clips here. And now there's still 2 heroes dead for at least 60 seconds. Let's jump straight onto the Phoenix. Pops the Zeus ulti, he's dead.
Oh, they get the Phoenix there. If they can get one more kill here, that should be...
But I mean, all the Zeus is going to do is going to keep them from getting to these people. While the PL and everyone else just does what they want. Yeah, tier 4 towers should go down. Weaver is focusing on the Megas. He's like, boys, I want Megas before I win this game. For sure. Please let me get Megas, it's my team challenge. PL getting based up here. He's still got an Aegis as well though. So that should be fine. Aegis getting brought down. Buck is in trouble here. Gets used up. Can they stun him? Blinks away. Zeus ulti comes out. Another Zeus ulti comes out. Nice face shift up out. You should survive that, but I mean, it's all for naught. People hitting onto your base. Oh, nice ice spot. Good fire combination there by him. Macro fire combination, I should say. But I mean, they just fountain diving here. This is SA Pause at its best.
This is quite a chaotic game, actually.
They got clips coming out. I mean, dude, it's 46 minutes into the game. DAE beat Salt in game 1, but I mean, it's 51 kills versus 44 kills. I mean, what's that?
It's crazy.
95 kills. It's 2 kills a minute, dude. 2 kills a minute. I mean,
no, this was very rough.
And us as not such pro casters, I mean, this is they're putting work into us, eh?
No, definitely.
Okay, guys. But anything you want to say? Closing remarks in that first game, dude.
I mean, to me, it felt like this game was so back and forth, and they both really wanted to win so hard. Yeah. I think that it came down to who got the better initiation in 1 or 2 fights maybe, and that ended up, you know, deciding which team wins. I don't think that there was a clear defining strat that won them this game. I just think it was down to the fight and, you know, how it played out from there.
I mean, if I look at the scoreboard here, I mean, that Zeus, 57,000 damage he did. 20 for 4. I mean, I think he was the MVP in this game. Positioned right, yeah, he died a couple of times, but I mean, he pumped out a lot of damage. And like we said,
he did a lot of work.
That axe, man, as soon as you get that axe, this hero's damage actually quadruplifies. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, that's very good because you always have the global presence. Like, no matter where your team tries to go for a kill, Zeus can be present with a large amount of damage, you know?
Yeah, you numbers into ulti, I mean, that's what, 500, 600 pure damage being dealt right there.
Yeah, yeah, that was very good.
But I also felt it came down to like they didn't have an answer for this Weaver or this PL. Yeah, PL was only 8 for 7, but I mean, he caused a lot of chaos in the fight, same with the Weaver, which allowed them not to be able to go on to the Zeus, which did the majority of the damage. So,
exactly.
I mean, you're picking 2 heroes that's difficult to kill to allow someone else to do the damage. Ursa tried to do actually his best with the puck, but I mean, the lifesteal, I mean, damn it, man, he had a bad game. 113, he had Radiance and Armlet, and that's about it. 19,000 damage, yo.
Yeah, tough game for him.
Yeah, he only managed 1 kill onto the killer. Yeah.
But it's a difficult game for him because he doesn't have a catch on the heroes that they had. He doesn't have time to sit and deal damage to both their cores, which makes it very hard.
I mean, if you look at the team XP and net worth graphs, there was about 35 minutes, it was still even, and all of a sudden that 2 fights in a row won TEA this game. Because after that it was just them sitting at the 15k net worth advantage after the 2 Rexes as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a couple of good games. I mean, one good game.
Couple of okay. Guys, so we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back for game 2 in a short while, eh? Enjoy it. I'm gonna put some music on in the stream in the background, so you guys can't say I'm a bad host.
Hey, wake up.
Welcome back, guys. Andrew, you here, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly grab myself something to drink. And we're back into game 2. Already a couple of bands and draft picks coming out. On the side
Going
from
now.
Salt, which is down 1-0 to TEA.
Patience while
They
the
banned
race
out
team
Necrophos, Zeus, and CM, and pick up the Wind Ranger.
Yeah. I think I only realized just now that I was making a mistake the whole of the other game, thinking that Salt was on Radiant side.
Bro, they are on Radiant side now, so yeah.
Okay, so I'm good now.
Radiant team
Now you
banned.
won't make that mistake.
Phantom Lancer.
On the side of TEA, I see we've got the bands coming out of Naga,
Dire
Enchantress,
team banned.
which is such a good hero now, and Skydeath. And they picked themselves up the Lion plus the Marana. What do you make of the opening picks and bans?
I mean, I like the line runner. Good. Definitely the Zeus ban on the side of
Radiant
Salt
team
makes
banned.
a lot of sense. And the Weaver.
Mm.
Interesting. As far as the win in the PL, that's a bit interesting. I don't know if they want to do with what they want to do with his win. If they want to put it as a +4 or something.
Yeah, like I said,
Usually-
I feel the win is a little bit underwhelming at the stage of the meta or game. Not that like I said they nerfed her or they did anything specifically
Dire team banned.
to her. It's just like it feels like that hero is underused in games or not as powerful as different type of heroes in that same position.
I mean, Win is one of my favorite heroes as well, so I'm never gonna say that. Especially when her power shot does so much damage, you know, at level
Yeah.
1, level 2. But I guess it depends on how it's used in the game. You know?
Remaining.
If you have some chump just messing around with her, then I guess she's not gonna feel very strong at all. But she can be good. She can be very good.
Dire team pick.
I see once again TEA open up with the first pick Lion. I mean, I felt that Lion did work in the first game.
Definitely.
Got a decent timing on his blink dagger. I think what 21 minutes on a +4 Lion. I mean
Yeah.
that's quite good. That's quite good. And he caused a lot of chaos when jumping in with no regard for his own life, making sure that his team is set up to kill cores or kill the priority heroes in fights.
Yeah, no, that was very good play from Lion the
10
previous game.
seconds remaining.
Okay, the Wyvern pick is pretty good against this PL now. That should
5
help a
seconds
lot.
remaining.
I don't know. I don't like the
But-
Wyvern pick against a PL.
Levels.
And the reason why I say
mean-
that is just probably my
Time
mentality
now for the
thinking
dire team to choose
is that it's so
Elite
difficult.
Strike.
I mean, yeah, okay, you Winter's Curse, but I mean, if you Winter's Curse illusion, dude, that illusion takes a shit ton of damage, and then your Winter's Curse is done. So if you don't get the right target, or if you target maybe someone else from the apart from the PL, it could work. But I mean, if you try to target the PL, then you definitely gotta make sure you target the right PL.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Though one thing that I know people always forget about PL is that you can always see which one is the one that comes out of Doppelganger. You know, like
Yeah,
which is the
yeah,
real
yeah.
one. People easily forget about this, but you can definitely tell based on the direction they go, right? So as long as they keep their wits about them, it's possible, but it is gonna be tough. Like you said, it is gonna be tough.
And then on the side from
10
Salt, we
seconds
got the
remaining.
Witch Doctor picked up. Such a strong laner, provides the heal in the
A
lane.
voice in my
Um,
ear is telling me only
Cast
5
bounces.
seconds to go. Either that or
His
I'm mad.
ulti is such a powerful ability, but yeah, and then it just directly counter it with a Central War Runner, which is probably one of my all-time favorite heroes. Seeing as I'm an offlaner, I absolutely love this hero. I mean, this hero's got balls of steel. I feel you can always go deep with him. I mean, his double edge is so powerful. His stomp is powerful. His turn is powerful. I mean, and it provides that everyone can get into the team fight in a couple of seconds or get out, even for that matter.
Exactly.
I mean, I really love this hero. I actually wish they picked this hero a lot in this coming TI, because I really value this hero. I mean, Have you seen this hero tank towers and kill towers by himself in like 25 seconds if he's got a heart or something like that? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, definitely. He can be very strong, this guy.
And they follow the Witch Doctor pick up with a Beastmaster. Provides a vision that they need. Probably sets up for something like maybe a Tinker Pick or something like that. With the Hawks and Boars to TP towards.
Could be, could be.
5 seconds remaining.
At least this game, there's a lot of disables so far. You know,
Yeah, for
very
sure.
much different from the first game.
Yeah, I mean, you got a Shackle, you got a Paralyzing Cask, you got Roar coming out. So a lot more disables on the side from Salt. Which I think they probably felt or discussed after the first game, which is like, guys, what did we need to win this game? And they probably said, well, we just needed more stuns or more lockdowns.
Most likely, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and they did ban the Tinker though.
I mean, it feels to me like this TEA is like reading the Salt like a book, man. I mean, first game they last banned the Storm Spirit, which I felt was a very good pick for them. And now this game, I felt the Tinker is a very good last pick and they banned that. I mean, so this whoever is drafting AGTCG on the side of TEA I mean, this guy knows his stuff. He knows what the draft does not want to face, and he's making sure that they don't face
10
it.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. No, he seems to know what he's doing.
Ember Spirit. Okay, so it provides a little bit more lockdown once again. And you can build him one of two ways. You can either go for the physical build with the Battle Fury into the Daedalus, or you can go in magic build with the Maelstrom Radiance. So I mean,
Yeah.
he goes both ways, and he can creep clear, creep skip. Only team puts on him always allows him to be in fight. So he's almost like a Tinker in that type of vibe, but with not probably won't say that much magical burst.
Yeah. I'm not sure what T is thinking here for their last pick. I don't know what they want to do with the Marana.
I think the Marana is going to be mid.
I'm also thinking it's going to be mid.
So
it's pretty good there.
They're looking at a carry, but I need a carry that can clear illusions.
Yeah.
That can actually man fight the Beastmaster. I know this hero is out of favor, but I mean, what I would see is what would be good here is a Sven. He's got another stand.
Yeah,
he's got a cleave.
I was thinking the Sven as well. I'm just not sure if they want to put the the highest damage dealing core in the front when they only have 2 melee heroes. So it means the odds of him getting bursted before he can do a whole lot of damage are there, but they also do have a lot of disables. So it's kind of, I don't know. Could be good. Could
Something
be bad.
like a Juggernaut. I don't know. Do people still pick Juggernaut?
I mean, I see it a lot in my game still.
Okay.
That can work here, I think. You just, well, he's not.
Only 3
really
seconds
gonna wanna go
left
on
and
the
then we can
wing or the
pick.
PL.
Phantom Assassin.
Choose your hero.
Yeah. See, I mean, I guess it's a decent pick, right? But the problem I find a lot is if you play a lineup like this, so your highest damage dealing core is going to be PA, right? You only have 2 melee heroes on your side, so the odds of your PA being targeted early on in a fight is pretty good.
Yeah,
And
because
then
it's always going to be in the
overall
front
during-
line.
Yeah, and then overall your damage across the entire fight is going to go down because the odds of her dying is pretty good. But I guess it also depends on how it's played, right?
Yeah. Well, I could always send the PL, the Phantom Assassin mid against the Ember Spirit. He should match up quite decently against him. And then they could Marana safe lane onto this Beastmaster. Some options coming out here on both sides. Okay, let me quickly introduce the sides. Yeah. Guys, this is game 2. Out of the best out of 3 as far as I understand. TEA won the first game.
Do this.
So, yeah. Hopefully, Salt can make a comeback in this game.
User in your channel timed out.
Just introducing the sides here quickly. Nada here is playing the Wind Ranger. Witch Doctor is being played by Cypress. Jarek is on his famous Ember Spirit. Dragonson as ref is playing the Beastmaster, and PL is being played by Sparkles. And on the side of TA we got Yaku on the Sensual Warrunner, which was the Weaver in the first game, so he plays offlane for sure. AGTC on the Marana. We got Lion being played by Orochimaru. We got Peacemaker on the Winter Wyvern. And we got Night Wraith on the Phantom Assassin.
User was moved to your channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yabo, can you hear me, Andrew?
I'm back. I can hear you now.
Okay. Once again, we're having a fight here for both runes. Looks like TA should probably secure 2, 3 for themselves. No, should be 2 apiece now. Just quickly, we didn't talk about this. Which draft do you favor going into this game?
I need to see everything in front of me again. I'm just waiting to load in.
Okay, no problem.
Having some issues there. Where are they running the Wind Ranger now?
Wind Ranger is being run in the off lane with the Beastmaster against the Phantom Assassin and the Lion. And it's the Marana.
So it's a support wind, right?
Yeah, and then the Marana is mid up against the Ember Spirit.
Okay. Jeez. It can be good for them. I think maybe the dire side with the Marana pick. I think I might favor that draft a bit more.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably much easier to execute. But I mean, if the Ember Spirit can pop off, he can cause havoc in a fight. So I'm actually gonna go for Salt here, man. Just because probably I know some of those guys a little bit more than I know outside of TAE. So that's probably persuading me towards them.
Why not?
Why not? Why not back your boykies?
Exactly. My entire Steam just crashed. I'm just gonna take a while to get back in now.
That's no problem. So far, it's a stable landing phase. No kills coming out yet. Stomp being missed there by the Central Warrunner. Actually went 1 point in Stomp and 1 point in the return. Which is probably not bad to probably get the double H at level 3 to allow you to farm. So yeah, that should be fine for him in that bot lane. Marana is actually so far winning this mid lane, last hits wise. 8 for 3 against 5 for 3 of the Ember Spirit.
Okay.
And top lane, Beastmaster is actually outlasting the Phantom Assassin. 9 for 2 on the 9 for 0 Phantom Assassin. But I mean, that's up and down, so that's still very close. So this top lane is heavily contested on both sides. But so far, 2.5 minutes into this game, almost 3 minutes, and we got 0 kills, which makes my life easier. It at least makes me look good. Not missing first blood again this game, I said to myself. So hopefully we can catch that on the stream, guys. I mean, that's just. I mean, if you just look at the Sensual Warrunner, man. I mean, he's not even level 3 and he's got 900 HP with no HP items. I mean, that's something amazing. Ah, that hero is so good. Like, do you think it's wrong to root for a team and then to root for a hero as well? Or do you think you should only root for one of them?
I mean, if you're gonna go by
Looks like Andre's having some connection issues there. Hopefully we'll sort it out and he can join us shortly again. But so far, very stable laning phase. Everyone's just getting the farm on, playing Farmville in the Dota game. I mean, much better than that. I mean, you got a PL wanting to play a game like this. And probably the PA as well, trying to get an early Battle Fury up to counter this Phantom Lancer. So far, laning phase pretty similar. I would probably favor the Marana and the Phantom Assassin in the stages purely on last hits. But I mean, it's still same line, missing the stun on top lane. See the Winter Wyvern rotated over here now as well. Probably thinking that the Sentinel Runner's got enough levels to sustain himself in the bot lane, or at least get enough out of it that doesn't warrant his presence there still. Line once again missing his stun. Power shot by the Wind Ranger. Ember Spirit looks like he's coming for his 5-minute shrine. Trying to get that up, get that going for himself. This Marana is playing really well, I must say. Already 27 last hits compared to the 19 of the Ember Spirit. So I mean, yeah, laning phase is definitely, in my opinion, an advantage of EA. Tried to pull a gank here, luckily I had he was bottled up. Saves him from that gank from the Witch Doctor and the Ember Spirit. And PA is running around with the sexy Mortal Helmet. Yeah, guys, compared to the previous game, 6 minutes and we still got 0 kills. So,
You've earned a wyvern's gratitude.
both teams is playing safe,
Swifter than ever.
not overstepping their boundaries. But Jaka might be in trouble here. Stun comes out and that's first blood for Sparkles. Kills him. But the return kill might come through from the Marana. Can he kill the Witch Doctor? Trying to catch him. He's got the ice. But the heal is so powerful. Trying to kill him. Needs to invest to just make sure he stays alive. That 2 points in Voodoo Restoration just pays off big time there for that Witch Doctor. Ensuring that he won't get killed. I mean, that's Marana with double leap and ice, and he still was not able to pop him. So good plays coming out on the side of Salt. Ensuring they get first blood, ensuring their support stays alive after his mid rotation. All in all, played out well for him. Southpool being attempted here by the side of TEA. Didn't work for him.
No. It looks like they're going after Dire's middle tower.
It was first going on to Marana. Marana's got 0 leaps available. He's still got a regen bottled up. Gets healed up by the Winter Wyvern with a nice deep rotation coming in. But he still goes down. Nice light of first step from the Ember Spirit. Missing that kill before he could pop the regen. Sparkles once again kills the Sentinel Runner in the bot lane. And all of a sudden it's a 3-for-0 on the side from Salt. Taking a 1k advantage in 8.5 minutes into the game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Stun dodge there by Phantom Lancer. Now Sensor's got his level 6 up. He should be able to maybe create some stuff for his team around the map. But all in all, a much quieter game than the first one, guys. Looks like the team learned that being accurate is not always the best. Power starts flying through from this Wind Ranger, not connecting there this time. Sun's not popping his ulti, but he should still be in trouble here. He'll coming through. Yeah, and Cypress gets the kill of that Melodic, taking him down. On the top lane looks like Slot wants to get a little bit aggressive on his top lane, trying to creep skip. Let's think better of it and just back off. See 3 heroes or 2 heroes at least here. Pure jumping forward aggressively. Nice cycle onto him from the Wind Ranger. And Zerek spawning Marana in the bot lane, going for that rune, missing that one. Fortunately, sorry guys. And there's a 5-0 trade and all of a sudden a 4k network advantage on the side of Salt. Oh, that crit dagger coming through, so nice. So Pia is going for this Battle Fury to fight off this PL. We've got a Phantom Lancer and a Phantom Assassin. Roar coming through here, this should be a kill. Nice kill. But can Pia get a return kill? Yes, he does. So support going down there for a call. I think Pia is happy with that trade. Looks like Invincible is being ganked mid. And he can eliminate away. Yeah, he just makes it. Still got ice follow up as well, so he should be fine. Escaping that gank. No problem whatsoever. But the kill finally on the board to the side of TEA. Phantom Assassin getting that Beastmaster. And he gets another one here, killing the Wind Ranger. So yeah, all of a sudden that crit's coming into play. Level 7, 4 points in his dagger. Damage output is quite insane already, just from that. Combined with Battle Fury and probably a Desolator, he should be hitting hard as a truck. Phantom Lancer getting closer to his Battle Fury. Witch Doctor with the paralyzing cards coming out as well as the ulti. Not enough to kill him. Nice under threat from this. Marana making nice rotation. He gets a kill on him. Pierre rotating over as well. Going on to the Phantom Lancer. Can I kill him? Top ganks. TP is there enough. Stun coming through. And Nitras gets another kill. One carry on to another carry. That's nice. All of a sudden the swing back in favor of them. 6-4. Make that 7-4. As we went to Wyvern drop stop against the Beastmaster and this Wind Ranger. Roar not committed there, so that was probably just a cycle landing on him. Against that 3 line on the top. Jera getting another kill on line, but this could be good to survive. He's trying to jump over the cliff. Is that enough? And no, he will go down to the Marana. So all of a sudden, from this game being 7 minutes in 0 kills to 30 minutes in 12 kills, it just shows you. People are starting to get busy on the map, starting hitting their timings, getting their ultis, level 6, level 7s coming out on most of the heroes, and they're making plays around the map. Nice stacks that is being farmed here by this Central Warrunner of the Stomp and the Double Edge. That's nice. Allows him to catch up, get an early Blink Dagger up, and hopefully they can catch the PL out that way. As Andrew is still having problems with his internet, by the looks of it.
Regeneration.
Yeah, guys. So yes, probably gonna get ganked here. Roar comes through, plus power shot, plus his ultimate from the Wind Ranger, and that should be enough damage, and it drops. Unfortunately, no supports in the vicinity to save him, or I should say. And Cypress gets the gank on mid onto Marana. That's probably just Emma Spirit slide the first with a paralyzer class, and he's ulti flying through Death Ward. Once again, PL dodging the stomp, but I think he's probably just tried to clear a creep wave. Jerick gets another kill on mid onto this Lion. And Jerick is really popping off this game compared to what he did in the first game, where he was under pressure all the time against that Zeus. Battlefield is almost done on the side of Phantom Lancer. They already got the top tower on the side of Salt, trying to pressure down his mid tower. Inverse coming out here, as well as the ulti from Central Warrunner. Can I kill him? Shackle flying through, not connecting on anything, but that should deter him from chasing this. No, the other actually lands, and Marana saying, I want this, guys. He jumps forward, he gets the kill onto the Beastmaster, gets another kill onto the Witch Doctor. Sparkles actually kills the Yak in the bot lane solo. So, actually that was with the help of the Phantom, with the Ember Spirit. So, all in all, fights happening all over again, just like in the first game. People not afraid to kill one another in this game. As the score is now 12-7 on the side of Salt with a 5k network advantage. So quickly look at levels. We see Wind Rangers level 8 on the side of Witch Doctor as well. And then 13 on Ember Spirit, which is really popping off. 12 on the Phantom Lancer. So they actually hidden XP as well on the side of Salt, almost a 3k lead. And the net worth, like we just said, was 6k, it's just a little bit below 6k now. And I pressed the wrong button, my bad. Wow, so sad, so sad. Snoopcaster. Why do they put the buttons so close to each other? I don't understand. So they shouldn't do this. They should make a big X. Oh, red button. Don't push the red button. Okay, we're back in this, guys. Sorry for that. And we're back. What did we miss? We missed the Lion dying. Okay, cool. That's not a priority. Unfortunately, sorry. Yeah, so they're still trying to take this mid tower though, which is actually being defended quite well by the side of TEA. All the while Beastmaster is doing his thing, he's got the medallion up already. Probably looking into that blink. Okay, punches the blink dagger now. So that should be nice. Maledict flying through, plus the Death Ward. Nice Winter Curse coming through. And that's the end of Cypress, but doesn't look like they can get anything more. Nice arrow coming through onto the PL, stopping any engagement or retaliation on the side from Salt. So it's a 1-0 trade, but this should be the tier 1 tower mid dropping. Nice start the first combo. Golden Brace coming through, trying to keep him alive a little bit longer. Arrow flying through, actually connects onto the Beastmaster. This could be a kill on him. If they engage him, they will. Marana's playing actually quite well this game. Nice arrows coming through. Stun coming through from Lion onto the PL. Can they chase him down? Marana leaps forward, that's the end of him. Lion Finger coming through as well. They're still chasing onto this Wind Ranger, he's dead. Are they going for more? No, their side against this. Coming back, Ember Spirit kills the Lion in the back line, but now it's all with the Southern 4 versus 1. Golden Brass coming out again, saving the Winter Wyvern, and it's a 1-for-4 trade on the side of TEA. Nice fight by them all around. That's pretty blink dagger on the side of Central Warrunner. Marana's going for his. Yeah, I wouldn't go for this item. It looks like he's going for his Manta style first. I would have gone a Maelstrom as well. Still gone Maelstrom. And they trade back to tier 1 tower mid. PS got his Battlefield completed. Looks like he's halfway or past halfway already into his Desolator, which will increase his damage output quite severely. And he's farming a nice, was it double stack, triple stack here? Or since quad stack I should say. So yeah, good job being done by the side of TEA, getting the stacks up for the cause to farm. Seeing as he's got a Battle Fury and Sensual's return. So now it's double stack here as well again. So yeah, that's good job. I mean, if you look at the side of Salt, there's no stacks here, there's no stacks here, no stacks being created by them. So TA is really focusing on this. Line stun applies through plus the arrow, and oh, they just couldn't lock him down long enough. Was there X available? Yeah, I used it already. That's unfortunate. Beastmaster goes down in the top lane. One Ranger kills the Phantom Assassin, and this should mean that Sensual Runner survives this fight. Farming this nice games. Marana kills Witch Doctor in the top lane just past the Rose Pit. Ember Spirit coming onto him. Can I kill him? Bowser flying through. Plus the Inverse jumps up, dodges the Slight the first of that Inverse, luckily. Otherwise he would have been dead there as well. I'm strange to see why the One Range didn't attempt to sackle there. Was it just out of range or something? Because it felt to me like he went for the power shot, but he could have probably gotten a sackle off instead of the power shot. Maybe just out of range for that one. Phantom Lancer is in trouble here. Never mind. I probably guess it's the Winter Wyvern that's in trouble. Drops the ulti. Winter's Curse just to survive. Top again, it's away. Misses the stun as well. They're still chasing. Ulti being dropped down. Shackle coming through there. Onto him. Nice step forward. Plus the coconut bounces. Plus the roar. That's the lion dead. That's the Sensual Warrunner dead. They're going on to more. Going on to PL. They kill him. After Phantom Assassin, they kill him as well. Plus the Winter Wyvern. And they're not chasing anymore. And that's all of a sudden a 4-0 fight. Well played that. Well separated onto that shrine there from the side of Salt. Tip is coming in. That Blink Dagger reveal on the side of Beastmaster coming into effect there as well. That excellent death ward plus paralyzing cast bounces from the Witch Doctor ensure that they took that fight. Ember Spirit is going on to the Marana here. Start the first into the Searing Chains. Pops the shrine. One Ranger is trying to get to him. Paralyzing cast hits. Searing Chains hits again. Oh, well played actually. It's a nice kill there by the Marana. That was the best he could have done out of that scenario. So well played by. But 6k network advantage on the side of Salt. Heading into 22 minutes into this game. Putting pressure on this tier 3 tower, after the tower bot. Deep is coming out, Scan coming out. Sensual blind blinking, standing there but not hitting anyone. And they're just gonna back off. So this later is completed, almost completed on the side of Phantom Assassin. It's gonna bring that out
User
of
in
the
your
career
channel
now.
timed out.
And looks like we finally lost under for good there now. Dropped out of TeamSpeak. So this letter comes out for the Phantom Assassin. Beastmaster's going for his necrobooks now. Phantom Lancer he's got a fusel and is queuing up his heart next. Let me just check on the Wind Ranger side. He's queuing up the 4-star. Witch Doctor has got the Urn of Shadows. Just buying wars the whole time. He should probably look at the Glimmer Cape as well. If he has enough money to be able to purchase that. Ember Spirit, he went for a Blink Dagger into the Maelstrom. I like this. The Blink Dagger allows him to close the gap onto the Wyvern, killing him, disabling him of getting his Winter Curse and the heals off. Last chase onto the Phantom Assassin. And now he's going for Lincoln's next. On the side of TEA, we got the Hood completed plus the Blink Dagger. Looking into a Criminal Guard next on the Sensuar. Marana's close to Manta style. Lion's 1,000 away from his Blink. Not as fortunate as the first game where he got a 21-minute Blink Dagger. Glimmer Cape plus Mana Boots on the side of the Winter Wyvern. And then, like I said, Battle Fury and Desolator on the side of Phantom Assassin. So we look, Marana's sending the scouting arrow out there. Being chased down by this Phantom Lancer. The fields are coming out. Plus the Q, but he's missing out of the dodge, the Spirit Lance, dodging out of the Manta style. So they're just quickly replying there to Andre, who's saying instead of being he's having a real big problem with his net as the Roshan gets taken there by the side of Salt. I apologize for that. Yeah, so he won't be joining us for the rest of this game, and if there's probably going to be a game 3, he won't be joining for that as well. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but it was nice having him here the first game. Actually, I really enjoyed talking to him, talking with him on these games. So yeah, hopefully we can set something up again in the near future where he can be casting with me on these matches.
Out of my way.
Like I said, Roshan going down on the side of Salt, they're getting that. 5 can little advantage. Remember, there's any key items coming out on this on any side. Okay, the line blink is closed. That will be quite good. BKB is also not far on the side of PA. Heart has been completed by the Phantom Lancer. Blink still no Necrobooks. Blink Dagger still no that. Okay, so I mean, if they get a BKB on this Phantom Assassin in this next fight or now, Roar, I hear Roar coming out somewhere. I don't know where that is. That spot. Blink the line before it purchases his Blink Dagger. Unfortunate. Phantom Lancer sending out some Spirit Lances into the base. And it just jumps in the Spirit. Oh, that's the end of Winter Wyvern, he's dead. I just being popped there. Phantom Assassin jumping forward. That's the end of Wind Ranger. That's the end of Witch Doctor. Who's he going on next? Inverse is almost done. BKB is almost done. And all of a sudden, just that one BKB allows them to hold the fight. She's probably going for the next Basher, if I would say. Probably Basher next item. On the side of the Phantom Assassin. The Cyber coming through from the line, plus a stun, and that's another kill for the Phantom Assassin. So a decent hold there from... See a podcasting. My fiance saying I'm podcasting. Can you guys believe this nonsense? I'm a streamer on YouTube. I'm gonna be famous one day. Nah, just joking. Hopefully I can get 1,000 likes and 1,000 subscribers and you can pay me money to sit at home. Yo, do you guys hear that? My own fiance won't like my cast. Can you believe this? I mean, this is the stuff I'm dealing with every day. But she's gonna give me voice lessons. So yeah, back to the game, guys. Looks like a smoke is coming out here on the side from TEA. Not being spotted. Arrow flying through, missing. Line disables, Hexes, stuns. That's the end of him. Follow up onto Witch Doctor. Once again, this line is making such plays once it gets his Blink Dagger out. It just feels to me like he's in the perfect scenario the way he jumps. Always catching 1 or 2 heroes at least in his stuns, in his Hexes. And setting up his team for success. As easy as that. Now all of a sudden it's TA pushing the advantage. All of a sudden from a 6k down to a 1k lead for Salt. Looks like they will apply pressure on this mid tower. Yeah. BKB is out. Lincoln's is the next item choice on the side of Phantom Assassin. Line checking what's happening here. Not much, sitting here, chilling like a villain. all of the while Beastmaster is pushing on top. He's got his Necro book. Level 1 completed now. Use that to push out his top wave and force the side of TEA to come back. Crimson Guard being completed now as well. That should negate a lot of the damage from this Phantom Lancer. So that's a nice pickup from the Central Warrunner. And it's going Axe next. And I love this item on him. It allows you to negate what I think I don't know, the change that I know it was like 50% of the damage. Okay, yeah, so that changed it now down to 40% damage reduction. So a lot of people make the mistake that I've seen, whereas they pop their ulti to get into a team fight when you have Axe, which I feel is you shouldn't do that, because I mean you should only pop your ulti once the team is fully committing on a hero of yours, or yeah, because I mean you get the 40% damage reduction. There's no use popping your ulti to get to the enemies, and by the time you get there then you don't have that 40% mitigation damage being taken off. So a lot of people make that mistake. So it's actually interesting to see once he gets this, how he actually utilizes it. Will he pop it like mid-fight, or like when he scores on half HP? How will he utilize his Axe? Because it's interesting to see that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look out for that one. But still quite a way away from that. As the smoke comes out from the side of Salt, trying to probably get a pick off in mid to enable him to take this mid tower. Can I kill this lion? Stun flying through onto the Beastmaster. Spirit jumps forward. He's not afraid. Paralyzing cast flying through. Hits onto the Witch Doctor. Onto the lion. Nice Winter's Curse flying out there. Disabling 2 people, 3 people. Roar flying through onto this BKB of this Phantom Assassin, which is not what he wants. He wants to be able to fight whilst he's got this active. Just trying to kill someone, but it's a 2 for 2 trade so far. Phantom Lancer is dead. And it's a 3 for 2 trade. Nice roar there by the side of Beastmaster as the BKB is still on the side of Phantom Assassin. Disabling her for another 3 seconds on top of that 9-second BKB. Allowing her not to be able to dominate the fight so much. But the Winter's Curse was quite extraordinary there. Under pressure, getting it out, disabling 3 heroes at the same time, allowing his team the chance to get into position to come close. And actually turn that fight around, because it looked quite disastrous there for him at the stage. You see, this is why I value this hero, because of this return and tower, the way towers attacks him and his base HP. I mean, he can literally, I've seen 2 wards on him, you can stand in and can take 2 tier 4s in a matter of 20 seconds, 25 seconds. It's actually quite amazing. I really rate this hero, and I hope he makes a comeback at TI, because I think this, especially with dual lanes now, he provides so much damage. I mean, if you guys, some of the older Dota players will probably know this, like the tiny Sensual Warrunner combo, where Tiny just tosses the Sensual Warrunner in his tombs and he double aces and that's dead. I don't see people use that, but I mean, it can come back, seeing as they use dual lanes now, and Tiny is not a hero that you can probably play him as a little bit more of a support, as a boss 4 now. So, interesting to see maybe stuff like that making a comeback. Phantom Lancers next, she finished the Lincolns as well, that's nice. Lion finishes Blink, Morana is now went back for the Maelstrom after Manta style. Ethelens coming out from the Winter Wyvern. And who did I miss now? Did I miss anyone? No, I think I covered everyone, item wise. Forced off and Maelstrom completed on the side of the Wind Ranger. Witch Doctors, shame, still only got his Urn of Shadows and his mana boots. Still warding. He's getting close to his Glimmer Cape though, which will be useful. Blink Dagger, TP boots, Lincolns, and Maelstrom on the Ember Spirit. Necro 3 plus Blink Dagger out on the side of this Beastmaster. And hard on Phantom Assassin. He's going back now actually for the inverse, probably going to build that into a Silver's Edge to counter react the Phantom Assassin. Phantom Line. Yeah, Phantom Assassin. You see, I get confused with these two heroes. But it's a double kill, 2 supports going down in the mid lane on the side of Salt. All of a sudden allows TA just to move up, push forward, and probably try to put some damage on this tier 3 tower in the mid lane. But it doesn't look like they will push out, seeing as the TA is defending the top wave, and they're probably going to try to make a move into the rush, but seeing as Rush will be up in the next 5 seconds. Nice. 3 seconds. Nice timing. Yeah, and Roses back. Yeah, good job, Johan. Not being able to find anyone. But there's Emma Spirit and Beastmasters keeping the side lanes pushed in constantly, which forces the side of TA to back off, defend that, clear that, push it out again, reset, and then they're not getting anything done around the map objective wise. So it'll be interesting to see how they played this on the side of TA. As you see the line being brought down in mid lane, all of a sudden now Salt moves into the Rose pit. Marana's still all the way bot. She's not here. Does he have a TP? Got 0 TP, she can't help. As the Phantom Assassin actually kills the Witch Doctor with a crit. So sad. I mean, if you support that, just feels bad, man. Winter Wyvern, you can't get his ulti off. Since our runner is in trouble here, luckily the Marana invis should help him. Marana comes through from the back line. Nice arrow there onto the Invis Spirit. Allows the team to follow up on it. He jumps down, they kill Zerek. Sparkles kills the Marana in return. Sparkles gets a double kill onto the Sensual Warrunner. Can the TA do anything here? Emma Spirit bought back for us. We had a Regnet there. That's the Phantom Assassin there as well. Because they really want this Rose. They want this Rose, no doubt about it. Line is coming on top. Line can make a big play here if he can get a nice big stun. He gets it. Where's the dagger on the side of Phantom? Oh my word, the dagger. Oh, Rose on killed him. Where did the dagger not land on? Oh, did he dodge it? There's no way. What happened there? I saw a dagger flying through onto that stun hero. That was on 150 HP. Damn it, this game just confused me there, guys. Please write in the chat if you saw what happened there, because I didn't. But I got Rose. It was a buyback from the Phantom Assassin. He didn't get anything out of it. Lion luckily died to the Roshan, which saved him there. But oh, look at the triple daggers. With the Battle Fury is so nice. Roar flying out onto this. Winter Wyvern, he's dead. Now all of a sudden there, the Silver S comes out for this PL as well. Which means this PL's got to play real careful now. What's coming through? Being rewarded. Inverse coming out. Gets a stun down. Is there any other follow-ups? No, couldn't get a stun on from the line. And now it looks like Salt's trying to force the issue here, trying to get onto this high ground. They got the Aegis intact. And now there was a buyback from this PA. So to kill him now, this should probably mean game for them. But it's good to high ground defense on the side of TEA. Nice high ground defense coming out there from the side of TAE, like I said. As you look at how the difference in network fluctuated. From a 10k advantage, they're down to 3k now, and XP, they were 5 ahead, now they're down 10. So I mean, nice pullback on the side from Salt here I mean, they're fighting to stay alive in this best out of 3. I mean, seeing as they're down 1-0 already, they definitely don't want to go down 2-0 in this game, or in this series. Brana's going for the Muslim next. X finally being completed on the side of Sensual Runner. Now, like I said, this is going to be crucial on how he plays it. Moving into the next fights, if you can make sure he gets the most out of the damage mitigation.
Mere coin.
So again, Phantom Assassin has to go back to defend. Bot line being pushed in by the Emma Spirit.
Illusion.
Ember strength, now rekindled.
So yeah, all of a sudden we got a little stagnant. Phantom Lance actually went for the crits instead of the -7-second double Gongna cooldown, which we basically always see. Allows you like only a 2-second downtime on a double gainer, which is, I feel is quite good. But yeah, he went for crits. Lion is dead. He has buyback available. Probably does not want to use this right now. But let's see if they actually try to force it. They still got time on the Aegis. I think another minute and a half left on the Aegis. Title is being completed now on the side of Ember Spirit as well. So if you can land a crit, that's going to be real nice. Nice Winter Scourge there. Onto the Wind Ranger. He should die. Not the first dodge from the stun, but it doesn't dodge the hoof stomp. Gonna get another kill. They're chasing down this Beastmaster. And that's another kill. So there's all of a sudden 3 heroes dead. Nice Winter Scourge coming out there from the side of the Winter Wyvern. A Lion giving his team an opportunity to fight while they're all clumped up. Allowing the Sensual to get the hoof stomp off, even though the Ember Spirit dodged the arrow of the Marana. They still managed to won that fight quite convincingly, 3-0, and that was even without the Lion, seeing as he was still dead, or just responding as that happened. Now it's back up to a 6k lead on the side of TEA. They're trying to force it down mid. They still got the Aegis. It's just strange to me that you got the Aegis and you're pushing 3 heroes top, while you got a man advantage and you got Aegis advantage, and you're not actually trying to force the issue. In my opinion, I've actually tried to force the issue there, but maybe that's why I'm only a Legend 1 player and not a Ancient or Divine, like majority of these players. But I would have probably forced my hand there and tried to see if I could get the Rex advantage there. I mean, they got decent push potential with the Beastmaster, the Necromonicon, Ember Spirit, Phantom Lancer with this build. Oh, and a double stun! Can you believe that? Onto his Stifling Dagger, gets a double stun. That's amazing. I mean, if I'm on an enemy team, I'm like sweating like crazy right now. Because what's the chances? I mean, that's ridiculous, man. I mean, you probably can lose the game just to RNG. I mean, that's ridiculous. Double stun on a Stifling Daggers. Oh. But it's got a Bastion now completed as well. Giving up a Moonshot next. Its BKB is down to 5 seconds. So it does not want to get too cocky. If he can, no, probably won't be able to do that. If the Sensual can land the stun, oh, he had Spider Senses right there. He had Spider Senses right there, ladies and gentlemen. Jumping out after that side of first. If he went back And if he didn't went back to his remnant while he was slaughter fisting, he would have been dead. Because that would have been hoof stomp into Stifling Dagger, removing Lincolns, into Abyssal Blade, into crits for days, boy. Yeah, that was nice punishment there from Zerek. Nicely done by him. Well played, sir.
Shadows take us.
Another Marana inverse. He's got 70-second Moonlight cooldown. The Dachshund, so basically moves Moonlight shadows up every 10 seconds. And he keeps pushing our bot lane, jumping back to a remnant. Pushing our bot lane, jumping back to a remnant. And that's what he needs to do. I mean, his team is under pressure here now. Allows, forces TA to go back and fetch the waves, fetch the creeps. Not allowing them to push good objectives, even though they have the advantage. Lion's got an iron disc. His central run is farming a heart. Morana's finished up his Mjolnir. Don't know what the next item is. Lion is just buying wards. Jumping Purchase plus the 4 staff on the side of Winter Wyvern. And like I said, the Abyssal is screwing up the Moonshot next. So the Phantom Lance, he's got the MK Bina as well. To make sure he doesn't miss, even though if he can't get the Silver Edge off on the Phantom Assassin. Heaven's Halberd plus the Blink plus the gem on the side of this Beastmaster as well, plus Necro 3. It's quite good. Daedalus and the Blink Dagger on the side of the Ember Spirit, plus the Lincolns. Witch Doctor's got the Urn as well, plus the...
Shadows take us.
Can't even remember. Glimmer Cape. My bad. Sorry guys, I'm struggling now. And one ranger with his 4 staff and Maelstrom. So anyways, again, looks like TA is trying to play for the pick off. And maybe push that into a Rex advantage or something. But they're not able to get it at the moment. And they're probably most likely waiting for the next rush, which will spawn in the next 48 seconds. Another inverse coming out from a Morana. This really is annoying to play against. Every 70 seconds or every 10 seconds you have 5 people running around inverse. I mean, you gotta have your wards up in proper places. The Necromonicon 3 will help as well. But I mean still, it's just so annoying. Oh! Stun landing on this Phantom Lancer. Can they follow it up? 4 star from the Wind Ranger, making sure he gets out of harm's way. Smoke being used by the side of Salt. They're feeling that they need to do it. Shackle missing, Winter's Curse missing as well, so 2 abilities being used there. Glimmer Cape being used. Bash on the side of Phantom Assassin with that Stifling Dagger, but they're not engaging. You look at it. I mean, this even threw back to a regeneration. Look how much damage it's actually doing to the tower. 80. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I apologize for that. You see what I mean? He used it. Okay, well, he used to try to get out, but I mean, now when he actually needs it while they're actually on him, he can't pop it. That's what I'm talking about, where people use it in the wrong way, or prematurely, or too late. Oh, this Phantom Lancer is fighting this Phantom Assassin. No care in the world. He's got no mana left. Can I save him? Can I heal him? Just turn, brother, just turn. That's all you can do, just turn. You need to turn. Oh, that Glimmer Cape. Center's being dropped down. Luckily that Beastmaster showed up with the inverse, otherwise that Phantom Assassin probably would have survived that. And it's a 3-for-1 try. They do manage to kill the Phantom Lancer, but and the Phantom Assassin for that matter as well. But I mean, Salt is probably happy with this trade, seeing as they can just pick up Roshan now as well. Use your thunderclap. Use your thunderclap. No, that's not. But now I understand why when the crit bolt, seeing as you went MKB, so it makes sense. But once we got a close game on the kill count here, 36 to 33, 10 kill lead. That should be the end of the switch stock there. You should die.
Nicely done.
The line is making the plays, yeah, boy. And Witch Doctor is queuing up an Aghanim Scepter. That Voodoo or Death Ward bounces is going to be real nice. What's it? Scepter bounces for, yeah, nice. If you look at it net worth, I mean, PA is still quite a while ahead, or way ahead, I should say, 10k. But then it's followed by the Emma Spirit and the Phantom Lancer. So it's still a close game, guys. Anyone can still win this. No Rexes has been taken, no tier 3 towers has been taken, so you can go either way. Shackle leading onto this Sensual Runner plus the Roar. Can't even get his Aghanims off. He's got no mana. Another Shackle leading onto the Marana as well. The Lion not to be able to do anything in this fight. And where's the gem? No one's got a gem. No stun this time, but still enough damage to kill them. That's the end of the Witch Doctor. Can they kill this Phantom Lancer? Stun flying from line, plus the finger, plus the pistol. That's the end of him. There's 3 dead for the 1. No buybacks. Looks like Beastmaster will just TP up and say, I'm out of here, guys. I can't help you anymore. That's the end of me. And all of a sudden, it swings into the favor of TEA again, guys. Or they were here in net worth, but they were behind in kills. Now all of a sudden it's even 37-37. And like I said, this game can still go either way. It depends, it feels to me like it depends on who gets the initiation. Or who gets a better positioning in team fights, I would say. Because I mean, they had the initiation, but it felt they had initiation on the wrong target. I mean, it took them 4 euros to kill that Sensual War Runner. And that allowed time for his team to come in and then get return kills. Satanic being completed on the side of this Phantom Assassin. Sorry guys. Win it? Oh, Milstrom, alright. Just going Milner. Okay, that makes sense to clear the PL illusions. Probably gonna swap that for... What is he gonna swap that for? I have no idea. Maybe Steepy Boots? I don't know. Yeah, should probably swap it for Steepy Boots. Trying to chase down this Ember Spirit. It's just gonna remnant away. But I mean, we're heading into 53 minutes, 54 minutes into this game, and still neither side is looking closer to winning. Buyback status, let me just check that. Winter Wyvern does not have, and Phantom Assassin does not have. Everyone, okay, now he has. So basically everyone's got buyback, because Winter Wyvern only needs 250 gold. So we're gonna get that real soon. So basically everyone's got buyback. So not this fight, but the next fight, if there's buyback, should determine who's gonna win this. As I try to make a move on someone here, Wind Ranger stunned, being stunned up by the Phantom, by the Sensual Runner, round 3, Winter Curse flying out again. Can they land the arrows? They're trying to go onto this Phantom Lancer. He's down. Ember Spirit is down. That's the end of the Aegis. Nice stun there from Sensual Warrunner. Plus the arrow. And there's 2 Buyback Force, 3 Buyback Force, 4 Buyback Force. If they can kill them here now, this is the end. If they can kill them here now. If they can get a decent initiation. Winter Scourge is up in 45 seconds. Stun is available. Stampede is available in 20 seconds. So this is it. Ember Spirit cutting a creep wave again. Like it does, have been doing this last 25 minutes in this game, 30 minutes in this game. So after the buyback, you don't want to lose the Rex now. Jarek actually kills the Marana. Quite astonishing, I missed that. I didn't think it was able for him to kill her. This is probably a lucky crit. Let me just check the fight recap. Damage done, 2 slides of fist. Yeah, that's basically just physical damage being pumped out there in that fight. Beastmaster's got a fresher shot for that double roar. If we can roar the Marana and the Phantom Assassin, then they should be able to win the fight. That's the second data that's coming out right now. I wonder if the game goes to like 60, 65, 70 minutes, if we will start seeing rapiers coming out on the side of Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit, so be careful here. He's got no remnant back. Just blinks out. He should be fine. Pushing out the bot wave again. Dodging the stun to slide off first. Chasing, but this is a tough kill. This man is almost 6k HP. Oh, that's slow. And now he's got no remnant left now. Can I chase him? Stampede. Can I close the gap? No, they're gone.
Damage.
Actually, swapped out his Lincolns for the Milner. Alright. No, I mean that still does not have the moonshot that he queued up previously. What's he going for next? Got down with him with going for another heart. So he should probably then switch out his, or give maybe the gem to someone else. Maybe give the gem to the Lion, seeing it's got an open slot. And I already got the gem on the Winter Wyvern, so there's no need for him to carry the gem. He can put his heart in that other spot. But 26k net worth advantage now on the side of TEA. They got map control, and they're fully utilizing it with the farming efficiency that they have. Smoke play coming out. Sorry for that yawn, guys. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I had like an hour and a half sleep. So I'm kind of tired. But looks like engagement is not happening yet. Actually did get the Wind Ranger. Once again, a nice Winter Scourge coming out, locking down a Beastmaster. That's the end of the Witch Doctor and the Wind Ranger. The rest of the team is just trying to get back. Oh, nice roar. Can they save him? No, they can't. But there's no buybacks. They know there's no buybacks. Immediately buys back, TP's in, straight back to the fight. And this is a Rex for sure. 5 people still alive. Only 2 people left. And I don't even think one of them has got buyback. So I mean, this is basically 2 versus 5. Salt trying so hard to stay into this game, but I mean, it's just small stuff. How can I say that lost in the game? Like I said, a top fight where you had the Aegis advantage, and your 2 or 1 of your damage dealers who has the Aegis is farming quad and 3 people top, and you lost all 3 people top for not even the tower. Stuff like that, small changes like that. If they can improve on that, then or that mistakes that they made there, then I think they actually would have won this game. Because by that time the Phantom Assassin wasn't the threat. Only after those 3 kills did she actually fully come online. If I had to look back at it. But I mean, that's double sets of Rexes down. They're not going for the Megas. Although there's 25 seconds left. At least they're probably going to go back for Roshan. Die Courier falls as well. But yeah, like I said, it comes down because
Illusion.
I apologize, guys. I feel it comes back down to that where they had advantage. They had a net of advantage. They had the Roshan advantage. I actually felt they were item ahead as well. And then they decide to take a fight. 3 people trying to push in here, from here, in here, while someone was farming here and someone was farming here.
Double damage.
I mean, or actually, yeah, sorry. Why would you take a fight like that? I mean, yeah, the Phantom Lancer was down here at the bottom. The majority of your damage. And then you... And the Aegis carrier, and you just don't utilize it. That was stupid. And actually, if I remember correctly, they had a man advantage because the line was still dead for another like 20-25 seconds at that stage. So if they used that, they probably could have been upper X, which would have changed the dynamic of this game completely. Seeing as the way Emma Spirit is playing, you always have a lane pushing in. You got the Beastmaster that can always split push as well. Sending the Hawking, sending the Emma Spirit in. I mean, there was ways for them to win the game like that. You see Tifa trying to break out here around the rush, but ulti being used, but no one is engaging. So he's not utilizing his potential. Why do you buy Axe then? Like, this is stuff like this that frustrates me. But I mean, obviously in the heat of the moment, he's thinking something is going to happen. Try to pop it, making sure that his score doesn't die, and then he only pops his ulti. So I understand that, but I'm just saying, you need to use that item now, perfectly if you want to buy it. Otherwise, don't buy it. Just buy a heart, because you could have had second heart already. Or he has it, but you could have had it before that. 7.2k HP. And this is a Rose and Aegis and Fresh Shard. So, TA is really pushing up the advantage now. 40k net worth advantage, 62 minutes into this game. Phantom Assassin is sitting on 40,000. Closest to him from the enemy team is on 32,000. So, I mean, this Phantom Lancer really is falling off. They just don't have enough damage. If there's no crit, Emma Spirit should actually get. Did he get a true strike? He got a true strike actually. Okay, so that's not. Yeah, see here we see Rapier's being queued up. They know now. This is the last play. Oh, look at this bad boy. 7,000 HP. 7,000 HP. Man, that feels good. Never heard it like that. But you see, the problem is he's only got 6 armor. He's only got 6 armor. So I would have liked to see him dropping his Crimson Guard, maybe for something like an AC. Then you actually get the full value out of that 7,000 HP. Because now he's not getting it out. I mean, look at it. That's just illusions. Bring him down to half HP. I mean, that's ridiculous. Just because he's only got 6 armor. Physical resistance is only 25%. I mean, that's pathetic. So people think, well, okay, well, I've got 7,000 HP, I'm unkillable. I mean, you've got to take in consideration all the other factors around that. Swap that, get up AC there, then your 7,000 will almost be like 10,000. Do you understand? So yeah, hopefully he does decide to do that moving forward. But looks like TA wants to go in all year for this last push. They definitely want to win this game right here, right now. They don't want to play third game. They're saying, no guys, it's 10:30 in the evening. If this was tomorrow, then it would be no problem because this is a public holiday. But we still got another day of work left, guys. Or school left, or whatever the case may be. Girlfriend is probably lying in bed there thinking, when is my boyfriend coming to give me some love and all that kind of stuff. But people are still playing Dotes, man. Dotes is life. Tier 3 tower being dropped now top. So it is just systematically pushing forward. Systematically. Look at 2,888. It almost sounds like a Jacob Zuma counting there. Do you guys see that? Because this looks like a Jacob Zuma count. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you guys again now. Wait, it's going to happen again. Jacob Zuma count. Oh, I'm missing the fight. Light Raft just straight jumping into Wind Ranger. Curse coming out. That's not down. Abyssal Blade is coming down onto the Phantom Lancer. Misses it. Marana goes in. Gets out again. Lion is dead. Roar comes through onto this Phantom Assassin. Lion buys back. Phantom Assassin is respawning now. Can't do anything. Shackle misses. Nothing to latch to. They're still fighting this Beastmaster here on top. Stun with that. Snap with dagger. Last is coming through from the side of the Ember Spirit. Can he salvage it? That's 2 dead. Are they going to buy back on this? Does not look like they want to buy back. Nice keeping. Not a crit. And actually, does he have the rapier? Seeing as it does. Yeah, he's got the rapier. And that's another crit. Another crit. The fuels are coming out, plus the break. That's the end of him. Marana's here. Can't do anything. Lion is back as well. That's him dead. Ember Spirit bought back for this. He dropped the rapier. Can anyone pick up the rapier? Phantom Lancer's got the rapier. Can he get out of it? Oh, looks like he's trying to get out of it. Doesn't have the rapier. And that's 3 dead plus a buyback. Lion's got the rapier. You sneaky bugger. Run, Bala. Run. Blink. Stun. Oh, he's dead. Gives the rapier back. So, and Themis was like, thank you sir, I will take back what's mine. I paid for that. I have the receipt. Let me have it back. Thank you. So let me just quickly show the fight recap, because that was one confusing fight. Okay, actually we missed most of the fight recap, but I mean 29k from a 40k. Who bought back?
Season is over.
Marana kills him in the mid lane. That's the rapier on the Marana side. Oh, sexy. Let me just check the buyback status. So the only people who's got buyback left is this Phantom Assassin and the Winter Wyvern. Everyone else is on cooldown or doesn't have enough money. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 20 seconds, not enough gold. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So yeah, now all of a sudden you're fighting into Marana with Moonshot, with a rapier, with leap attack speed. I mean, the seed leaps forward and connects to anyone, plus crits. I mean, you're probably gonna die in 4 hits, 5 hits, because it's probably gonna look like 4 hits, but it's probably gonna be like something like 20. So you're gonna get effed up real bad. Back to 44, there's of advantage. Still trying to force it, so pushing in bot wave, probably gonna push in bot wave, making sure the 2 licenses got the Mega or the Araxes down already, will push in. Oh, Shackle trying to fly through. Deep is coming out as well. Not being able to do anything with that. What the dogs? Okay, guys, this game is actually really interesting. I mean, once again, like the first game, we got the massive kill count. I mean, what is this now? 97 kills in 68 minutes. So I mean, this team's they're really playing hard. I mean, I can't fault anyone for giving up or not committing or giving it their best. I mean, they're really trying hard. And like I say, as far as I understand, this is for a spot at DGC or at Comic Con DGC for this year. So I mean, obviously you're gonna try your best to get there. But I'm not familiar. I'm not so familiar with the side of TEA. I don't know any of their players. I will obviously try to look up on them or find out a little bit more about them after this series, seeing as the way they play. Because I know quite a bit of the side of Salt, ex-Hive players on the side of Jedek and Cyprus. We got a decent team back in the day, or decent players back in the day. There still probably are decent players, but just a lot of rosters reshuffling and playing under different brands and different teams. Maybe confuses one of how they actually going about their Dota business, or how they actually still playing as players. But I mean, they're really putting up a fight here in this. I must say Salt is Masters Division and Prem Division, and TI is only First Division. So I mean, that says a lot from the way TI is playing. They're really playing as the underdogs. They are taking the fight to them, not being afraid. BKB just being popped. He's just trying to make sure. That's the first Winter's Curse we see with this whole game, eh? I mean, I can't fault him. That's probably 7 minutes, 70 minutes in. He's also probably tired. Thinking, no man, I can't do this. And that, you see, this Marana hitting for 600 damage. With that moonshot, I mean, that's next level play, like he says. They're really trying to complete this. This Phantom Lance has got no buyback. I don't think he's got enough money. Just checking. He's got no money. 7 minutes down. Therefore, flies out big. Disrupted Ever Lion. Stun flies through onto the Witch Doctor. He's killed. Everyone is dead. Everyone is dead. Never mind. Get the buyback. But that's Mega Group down. There's no buyback on the Wind Ranger. There's no buyback on the Witch Doctor. There's no buyback on the Phantom Lancer. So it's just 5 versus 3. Trying to defend this game. But it all looks in vain. So just quickly look at net worth. Top 3 net worth now. Next I went for the Ghost Scepter. Still got that. Dagger. Line throwing down the Hex. Not connecting on the stunt like he usually does. Man. But that's it. That's the game. So the side of TA every afternoon takes the series 2-0 against Salt. GG well played to both sides, guys. I'm actually I'm gonna say it, I'm actually glad there's no game 3 because I probably wouldn't have casted that. Just because I'm really tired. But yeah, really well played to both sides. Thank you guys for tuning in. Unfortunately, we lost Andrew during the second, midway during the second game. Having problems with his internet and stuff. But really nice games that we had to spectate tonight and to be able to cast. And I appreciate that for the players allowing me to cast this. And yeah, guys. Have a lovely evening. Gaan worst out.